Every child is afraid of the dark, the unknown, the nightmare. In Gatlin, Nebraska, that nightmare is called Stephen King's Children
What happened here?
Of the Corps.
Stint in time.
Stephen King, the author of Carrie, The Shining, The Dead Zone, and Christine,
Shotgun!
An Adult Nightmare. Children of the Corps. Stephen King's Children of the Corps, An Adult Nightmare.
Have fun, Bug. Did they work, Wag? Hey, Wag.
The magnificent. The masterpiece. A new epic in
I went full Geiger with the color scheme. It felt like a good Geiger time.
Let's get on with it. Huzzah.
It loves that one. How's it going, Crudus? Just gonna chill for a minute. Let Terrortober boil up. We're playing a horror game, kind of. Yeah, I'd call it a horror game. It's definitely horror themed. Hopefully it doesn't get weird with this. I didn't save, so it should be okay. We're playing Mirrors tonight. We're playing Mirrors, which is by a company called Soft Studio Wing. We'll talk about it. So you like H.R. Geiger? Ask him if he's a Macaw fan. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty great. You should tell them about the thousands of Japanese video games that also like H.R. Geiger. One of which, at least one of which, is on the list. Maybe a lot is on the list. I don't know. Oh, fuck that. It would make me good at shmups, but I would be like Darkside Phil tier when it comes to shmups for like the first like month. I keep forgetting it's also September. Subs are 25% off or something like that. They're definitely off. They're definitely decreased. I think they're like $4.50 or something. Oh no, like, oh god. The thing about Phil is he's not like the worst at video games. He can be terrible at them, but he's not the absolute worst. It's his reactions that made him famous. But no, seriously, oh god, I do gotta get good at shmups. I do. I need to. Cutting my teeth on R-Type was a stupid fucking idea too, because of stage 6. Because of stage 6? I think it was stage 6. Where you're like in this assembly line, welcome to the machine, Echo Dolphin Hell. And you have like limited lives, and it starts over even with fucking oh yeah, no, when when you use continues, if you do like quarter feed and give it continues, it doesn't matter because all your speed boosts are gone, everything's gone, and you're even more fucked. Yeah, and then there's also the grifting. You're right. Well, I meant that's what made him famous in the past. The grifting is what makes him famous now. In fact, somebody did like a comparison between him playing Lollipop Chainsaw and then playing the remaster, and just... oh, man. It was very sobering. It was a very sobering video. Yeah.
Rated M for mature.
We still need to play Deadly Premonition one day. What am I doing? It's like 7:03. We're getting started. We're getting started right now. We're getting started. No, not now. Not right now. Now.
Angry_Sugars has joined the convoy. Retro We Dance Fast, CTA Drink, CTA Gaming, Retro We Dance, Retro We Gar on 1 month to that Twitch baby. I will name him Peter Moist Trucker in honor of chat memes.
Thank you, Sugars. For the 8 months. That's a name. That is a name. Don't name him after the dolphin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cybertrucker Alpha. Tonight, it's spooky time. I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove that it's spooky time. Right now. Right now. You guys ready for this?
Well, a Just Dead Gamer has joined the convoy. 19 years. Let's go buy some lotto and smoke
Boom!
some.
Spooky now. Now it's spooky because it's black and white. Thank you for the 19 whole years, Wag. How's it going, Nick? Peter the Dolphin. We don't talk about Peter the Dolphin. We're talking about a horror game that I have been wanting to play literally since last Terrortober, but fucking Windows for some reason considers the fucking only PC88 emulator that runs this game to be incompatible on account of terrible frame rate, which is funny because it's a VN. We're playing Mirrors. We're playing Soft Studio Wings Mirrors, guys. We're playing Soft Studio Wings Mirrors. Let me pull up box art. Mirrors 1990 PC88 box art. Maybe it'll show me something. I've had a hard time finding the box art, but I just found it. This is the box art. This was a big deal because it was like the only game, one of only 2 games on the PC88 that used a CD. It had a compact disc for its music, and I guess some graphical stuff. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's trash. You do, Dana, because there are fade-outs, there's dramatic fade-outs, there's dramatic lighting changes, there's fucking... What if the screen scrolls during a chase scene, and it's just fucking choppy slideshow shit? I'm doing these guys justice by playing it right. Thankfully, it works now. Now, what's cool about Mirrors is that it got fan translated. It got a fan translation. I'll wait. No, it's fine. I'll wait. What's cool is it says a fan translation by Nebulous Translation. which includes contributions by the Majin Zenki. And the Majin Zenki's actually shown. I've actually seen the Majin Zenki around. Also, CCC Mar, I've never... Cybermind is an amazing emulation hacker. He actually made a mod for PC88, one of the PC88 emulators to actually work with Textractor, and it's really good. Anyway, Mirrors is a visual novel with a shitload of choices, apparently, where you are the frontman of a British punk band, or you're just doing a Europe tour. I think you're an American band who came to Europe to do a Europe tour, and shit starts getting weird, apparently. Midnight, thank you for the gift sub to Dude Meister AT.
Midnight Monopoly gifted a tier 1 sub to Dude Meister at.
Very, very kind of you. And it's gotta be at least pretty good, because Nebulous Translations translated it, and Nebulous Translations has, like, nothing in progress in their menu, at least for now. They have a shitload of games that they've translated, including War of the Dead, which is the TurboGrafx version of War of the Dead. War of the Dead has like 3 very distinct versions. It's an early horror game from 1987. What else did they do? Flying Trooper X, Surd. Oh, Hybrid Front. Jesus Christ. They also did Hybrid Front. This one's a very new one. This one actually made some headlines. It's this insane Sega Genesis Tactics RPG with these incredible portraits. This incredible, like, dark-ass tone to it. Look at that shit. Oh, shit, they have a manual, too? They translated the manual to... Look at how fucking sick the Hybrid Front... We need to play this. We need to play the Hybrid Front, guys. Oh, look at this fucking art.
Right of ascension. Many Klingons could not make it through.
Look at this art, guys.
Yet you balked at
So, I have a lot of faith in... I have a lot of faith in Nebulous Translations' tastes. Oh, this one's a double page. I can fix that.
I'm gonna give him 100 bits.
There we go. Oh, look at that shit.
Well-adjusted gamer has given him 100 bits.
Thank you, Wag, for the 100 bits.
Oh no, the
Thank
chair.
you guys for the hype train also. Wait a minute. There we go. I actually got it working now. We gotta play Hybrid Front. I want to know what it is. I want to know what the story is, because it... Look at how huge this manual is. That's how you know the game is great. This is a Genesis game. Look at the size of this manual. Look at how cool these characters are. We're gonna have to play this after Terratober. Currently, it's Terratober now. It's not a horror game. It looks like it could be a horror game in places, but it's not a horror game. But yeah, these guys know their shit. I've always been kind of excited to play at least one of their games, and the first one I learned about was Mirrors. And Mirrors has some cool shit going on too. A lot of digitized photos, but also some like actual art like peppered in here and there like this. I don't know where they may have... This may have been like a Dracula still that they like drew over. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. And we're gonna find... Wait. We're gonna find out right now. Oh yeah, also the articulated Lori emoji. Also, votes are still on. They're gonna be on the entire month, or all the way up to the end of October, when we finally play one of these 3 games. I want to see how insanely high the votes get. Now, without further ado, we're going in. Okay, let's look at our settings first. This is the Mirrors menu. Look how fancy the Mirrors menu is. CD music repeat on, text speed 2, fine, text sound FM, sounds good to me.
This is taking too long.
I know, Dagoth. We're going in right now. Right now. It's happening right now, Dagoth. Now, we can't start a new game again once we save, otherwise we have to override our saves. And it takes forever to override our saves.
What are you doing?
Also, you may hear some clicking. That for some reason this digitizes the disc noises. Oh, yes. See, look at that fade out. That would have been all fucked up. That would have been all fucked up. The story is a work of fiction. Just so you guys know, this isn't a true story, guys. White. A white room. Yeah, the load clicking, I can turn it off, but it felt right.
Can't see it.
It lets you know, and it also lets me know it hasn't crashed. A white time. With black curtains. Oh, for sure. It definitely sounds like a floppy disk getting pushed open and like scanned and shit. Oh, a familiar sunset shit. Bay Area. I'm really curious about this entire team because they made at least a couple other games. Time keeps flowing. I'm surrounded by fog. The music's also excellent in this. A shadow from that alley. Bloodlust. It was the music that actually made me want to play this. The music and the setting, because you're never a rock band in anything, and I think that's why it's gotta be something. It's gotta be interesting. I run from who or what, I don't know. I need to, Dana. I need to play Shivers 2. I have Shivers 1. I have Shivers 1 right here. But I need to play Shivers 2. Yeah. Music by the totally real Eleno Vision. Run. Who is the shadow? Daruhiku Solo with the sound effects. Who's trying to kill me? I don't know. See, that flash would have been gone. It would have been gone if we played this on Windows last year. Thank you guys for the level 2 hype train. Keep running. The footsteps are coming. Subs and 100 bits. Thanks, guys. Thank you. The shadow of the killer carrying a knife is reflected in the mirror. Hey, nice. Nice, you got the serve. Translated by Nebulous Translations. Another cool thing is that Ann K was part of the Dank team that translated the original version of War of the Dead. I need to play that also. We may have to like really explore in depth all 3 War of the Deads. Because they're all very different. Well, they're all somewhat different. I think the stories are the same, but the way they're approached is different. Mirrors! That was literally me. Press any key to start reading data from CD-ROM. Big deal, by the way. PC-88 game with a CD-ROM. There were only 2 of these. I don't even know what the other game was, but there were 2 PC-88 games that used CD-ROM. Yes, this is a multimedia game. It's still working. Still... Just let the clicks soothe you. It'll get there immediately. It'll get there eventually. What is that? Hold up. Actually, while we wait, I want to try something. Okay, that's what it was. I had like a redundant sound source and I had no idea where it was coming from. It's still reading. It'll be done reading and then the game will start. It really is reading for real, guys. I promise it'll take it a minute. It takes it a minute. That's like the biggest drawback for the game, but it only does this like once. Once we're in the game proper, then it's fine.
Shotgun.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, look at all these quick bays. Oh, that's what that noise was. It was breathing. That I thought it was like a fucking bird or something. David woke up screaming, his body covered in sweat. It was that goddamn nightmare again. I've been having these nightmares since I was a kid, and I still can't get used to it. What's bothering me is they've been getting more and more realistic as I grew up. I've even been having them more frequently. If this keeps up, I might actually die for real. Maybe I really need a shrink. That's what David thought every time he had one of his nightmares. Guess I'll take a shower. He thought he'd feel better if he could relax under the hot water for a while. There better not be a shower scene. There's kind of a shower scene. Tomorrow's the day, huh? My first European tour. David was the vocalist of Eleno Vision, an up-and-coming rock band of the UK. Okay, so he is English. I'm gonna talk in American accents though. David was the vocalist of the Eleno Vision, an up-and-coming rock band of the UK indie scene. That's the. I'm gonna talk. Should I talk like that for David? His name is David Astley. No relation. That would have been their first tour of Europe since their debut 1 year ago. I should tell you, he's the front man. He's the main vocalist. Hey there, we're Eleno Vision. David sat on the sofa holding a cold bottle of mineral water.
Vitamin water!
Look around the room, think about the European. Look around the room. We got a room, guys. It was simple room for a famous musician, clean and tidy. Wait a minute, this needs something. Hold up. Oh, God, finally. Now it feels like a PC-88 game. It was a simple room for a famous musician, clean and tidy. It didn't feel like a PC-88 game until I turned the scan lines on. What do you guys think? Scan lines or no scan lines? We could go either way. It doesn't really matter to me, but this looks kind of sick. Yeah, this looks kind of sick, actually. Look around the room. Think about the European tour. Look around again. Yeah, okay, so I'm already a famous musician. How am I supposed to go on tour when I feel like this? No, I can't act like a wimp now. I have to man up. Oh man, this poor kid. He's screwed. It's still early. It's still early. I'll watch some TV. I'll watch some telly. We'll watch some telly. Turn on the TV. Surely nothing bad is on television. Huh? No public broadcast during the day. What do I even pay taxes for? You got a license to pay them taxes? I'm doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. A horror movie at this time of day. Yeah, I've seen this one. Good old Nightmare on Elm Street. Seen it. He didn't pay his TV license. Compared to my usual nightmares, this feels like a comedy. Ah! He like immediately gets jump scared by this guy. Involved in a traffic accident this morning in Richmond Road, Kingston upon Thames, the woman was brought to the nearby Castle Hospital but was declared dead on arrival. Her name was Claire Stark, 21 years old. She was the manager of Elenovision. Not my manager! Ah, nuts! A recent rock band contracted with the Views label. Wait, what? Now, the Views label you saw at the very front of the game, I thought that was the name of the fucking team. The team is called Studio Softwing. And I saw Views. That's what Views is then. They went full roleplay the second you turned on the game. How's it going, Zalathar? Oh, no! Wait, what? Are they talking about Claire? Band was supposed to begin their European tour tomorrow. Views label refused to make any statements. Hell, they didn't even tell me! Izzy. I don't know. I've never seen the band Japan. It's gonna just show. It fucking is! We're not Elenovision! We're not Elenovision, we're Japan! Ah, fuck! We're Elenovision. That's definitely not a photo of the frontman for Japan. The phone rang. It was a call from Martin, a fellow band member. Think about the accident. I better hear Martin out. Talk to Martin. Wait a minute. Is there a bald guy in a hat in Japan? All right. No, we're not Japan. We're not Japan. There's no bald guy in a hat. There's no bald guy in a hat in Japan. We were close. There's lots of bald guys in hats in Japan. David, I heard from production. It's about Claire. She's... There's this one bald guy in Hawaii. Yeah, I just heard on the news. Think about the exit. Just stop. Don't talk to him. Just think. Talk to Martin. Why would it even give me that choice? They said she caused the accident. What? Nani? But she was never that careless before. Think about the accident. Now the main guy is definitely the front man for Japan. He's got the same hair. They don't look much alike besides that, but they got the same hair. I know. What are we gonna do now? Our tour was supposed to start tomorrow. Ah, shit. You guys know. I don't know much about... if they're not a prog rock band, I don't know much about them. Martin Gore. We found the bald... Did we find that... He's not even bald. Wait, I need to find Martin Gore with a hat. Yes! Yeah, no, 100% I found it. Yeah, so this has the frontman for Japan and Martin Gore. How many bands is this band? This is gonna be sick. I know production's been working hard on that front, but it doesn't feel right now. Have you heard from the others? Think about the incident. Okay, no. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a JoJo game. I think this has a lot of band references. This is literally... Yeah, they're the same guy. And his name is Martin. I don't know, this is Kojima's playlist, the game. I don't listen to Kojima's music. The main character's name is David Astley. He's a combination of David Bowie and Rick Astley. I'm gonna call them now. Can you come to the office? Tom Waits is a detective. Is gonna make this game god tier. If Tom Waits shows up in any capacity, the game is god tier. Yes, I'll see you there. Think about the accident. I should go to the office. What? Why is this even here? This should not be here. This hasn't had a single purpose so far. Go to the Views Labels office. David drank his mineral water down in one big gulp and hurried to the Views Label office. Oh, that looks so good. David Sylvian, really? So they all have the same first names as their characters. So it started investing minor payments without what? I gotta shut up and read. It's gone into auto scroll. It had since become an exemplary label of the European indie scene. Okay, they're talking about my band. Yeah, Eleno Vision is god tier, apparently. Organizing major events and achieving sales numbers comparable to a major music label. We are a meme. We are a meme. I think this came out in 1990, so it was basically still barely the 80s at this point. Although 1991 is the moment the 80s ended. There has never been like a harder shift from one decade to another like the fucking 80s to the 90s. It's insane. Like, if you don't believe me, watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and then watch Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and they're very different movies. Hey, it's Kate. Stare at Kate. Kate, the receptionist, who was clearly the weird girl from The Breakfast Club, usually wore a bright smile on her face, but she was unable to hide her sadness at the news of Claire's death. Yeah, for Bubble Economy to grudge instantly. David, it's Claire, she's... I know, I heard from Martin. Keep staring at her. Don't say anything. Talk to Kate. She was so looking forward to the tour. Oh my god, why did this have to happen? You said it. Claire was working so hard for the tour, she barely had any time to sleep. We'll have to talk to Richard about our plans. The president left in a hurry a few moments ago. It looked like he had something on his mind, but he didn't say anything. I guess I'll have to wait for him to come back. Try to tear up, okay? I'll try. Thanks, David. David entered the office. It ended with Millennium. It went from like, you know, I don't know, it got less sweaty. There was less sweat in the 90s. Or the sweat actually didn't leave, it just kind of got packaged into, like, you know, workout videos. Look around the office. Hughes Label's office was in an uproar. The loss of a talented woman like Claire was a terrible blow for an indie label. Let's talk to the staff. Where is everyone? Ah, David, said Lady. Lady from the Devil May Cry series. Ah, David, they're waiting in the studio. Got it. Only Martin and Andrew were inside. Hey, Riggs in the game. Only Martin and Andrew were inside the studio. Look at them. They were having trouble coping with Claire. They're a little uncomfortable. Talk to Andrew. This dude looks familiar. Who the hell is this guy? This guy actually looks familiar. Alan isn't here yet. The president ran off somewhere. I don't think the tour is going to happen at this point. It's Andrew Baker. Where's Alan? Let's talk to Martin. Yes, this is the game music. Oh yeah, no, like Gymnopodes or whatever this track is called. Like, I've heard a bajillion Japanese games play it. Yeah, Sadie. Yeah. We can't think about the tour now, David. Yes, all of this is in-game music. That's what the CD is for. That's why this game has a CD, because it has music. Deciding whether to make sandwiches or stick with a can of Vienna sausage. Vienna sausages are awesome. People are like... I've seen people freak out over Vienna sausages. They're delicious. We can't think about the tour now, David. What's wrong, Martin? You don't look well. How's it going, John Matrix? We're playing a game about a band that is made up of obvious portraits of other bands. Talk to Martin again. Maybe we should delay the tour by a week. Cheer up, Martin. Cheer up, Martin. Fuck it, we'll get a new manager, who cares? Don't lose heart, Martin. The president will think of something. You're too optimistic, Andrew. If the tour isn't a success, the media will destroy us. The band will be over. Guys, this isn't the time. They were having okay. They're still having trouble coping with Claire's passing. Not this again. You're way too worried about our reputation. Huh? Someone's coming. Alan rushed in. Alan! Alan Stiebel! Alan Stiebel was the most technically skilled member of the band. He was behind the arrangement of most of their songs. Sorry I'm late, I was working on sampling Source Disc for the tour. I still can't believe Claire is. That's all of us, excluding the president. Oh, it looks like he's back. Richard, the president and producer, entered the studio. Richard Edlund. You're all here, good. Come to the meeting room, we need to talk. Every now and then I see a PC 88 game or a PC 98 game, and it really looks like it was meant to be like released in the West, and it never happened. Like, this game feels like a very clear push to be a Western game, or to be localized in the West. A young lady was waiting inside the room. Look at the other member. Don't look at everyone but her. It shows interest. They're waiting for the president to start talking. Talk to Richard. It's been a tough day for all of us. Allow me to make the introductions. This is Susanna Ling, your new manager. Hello. Nice to meet you, Eleno Vision. What if she talked to one of them and thought his name was Eleno Vision? I'm Andrew Baker. It's my pleasure. I'm Alan Stiebel, in charge of arrangements. Alan Stiebel! It's a great name to say out loud. I'm the composer, Martin Vincent. Nice to meet you. We're all composers. Nice to meet you, said David, who did not describe who he was. They're waiting for the president to start talking. Talk to everyone.
Nice ass, baby.
So the tour will start tomorrow as planned. Yeah, we should be fine now. Talk to Richard. Any questions? Talk to Richard. Talk to the others. That's the president for you. Where'd you scout her from? I didn't scout her, actually. She's been meaning to join us for a while now, and she's officially joined the company the day before yesterday. She's the murderer. She did it. She did it. She wanted to be the manager. She wanted to be the manager. Talk to the others. Well, we have a new manager now, so we should be fine. This is good, isn't it, David? Sure. Talk to Susanna. Talk to girl. She just happened to join us before Claire's death. How convenient. Maybe you planned all this. Even her accident. Holy shit, David! 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 David, you're not a cop! No, it's okay. He's asserting dominance. David can't take it out. David, you can't take it out on her. What happened to Claire was an accident. It's not Susanna's fault, so apologize now. He immediately started grilling Susanna and suggesting that she killed Claire. Immediately, instantly, first thing that he said to her. I wasn't thinking straight. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I was a little worked up about Claire's. I'm sorry, Susanna. I'm sorry, Susanna. Jesus Christ. All right, David is completely fucking unhinged. We're in. I'm invested now. He's a complete fucking wacko. Sorry about David, Susanna. He's still recovering from Claire's passing. Don't let it get to you, Susanna. David's usually a nice guy. I have to say, though, you don't get this angry often, Martin. She already captured your heart, huh? You're right. I only said that because I like her. What does Richard have to say? Oh no, he's still apologizing to Susanna. With a new manager, the tour will take place as planned. The members felt relieved at the news. Talk to the others. Come on, Alan, it's not like that. Oh dear, does that mean you hate me, Martin? Yeah, see, now she wants to gain his approval. It's all. Yeah, I know your game, David. I didn't say that. If Martin Fry from ABC is here, he might be. He may show up. Just let me know. I think the closest thing to this kind of band that I know of is fucking Talking Heads. So I'm gonna need chat to guide me. We have a new manager and she's a cutie to boot. Now we only need to finish prepping the tour. I agree, Andrew. She is cute. Talk to Richard. But she totally did it. I thought the same thing. I wouldn't have said it out loud, but I thought the same thing. Looks like you've hit it off well. It's too bad about Claire, but sometimes you have to make the best out of a bad situation. You have to make the best of it. Oh well, show's gotta go on. President, are all the instruments ready for the tour? Yeah, everything you've ordered has arrived. Claire's funeral will be held shortly. We should get going. Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh, I'm a big fan. I really like Talking Heads. I really like Talking Heads. Their talk over. Richard and the band left to attend Claire's funeral. I've got a... Oh, what was it? 67? I forget the big like pink album with the green text. I've got an LP of that. The skies of London were dark, as if saddened at Claire's funeral. Even the skies were dark, guys. Claire had been looking after the band ever since their debut. Now they could only pray that she rests in peace. Claire, you never had a moment to rest. You were always doing something for us. I'm grateful for everything. Farewell. I'm getting some, like, very vague... No, it can't be. It can't be a coincidence. It wasn't even out then. Eleno Vision won't be the same without her, right, David? It's doing the Twin Peaks thing where it's starting with, like, major female characters passing and it making a really big deal about her being gone and them going to her funeral. This feels so Twin Peaksy. But I don't think Twin Peaks was out in 1990 in Japan. It just came out in 1990 in the US, and I know it takes a while for it to transfer over. Claire, we'll make sure this tour is a success. Please, watch over our lives from up there. And two, they were like making this probably in the 80s. 77, that's what it was. Oh yeah, it's amazing. 77 was amazing. I'm kind of getting that too. I think the Twin Peaks part is just a coincidence though. Please, watch over our lives from up there. Well, it tried. It tried to be. Tried to be. They didn't have David Lynch, though. Goodbye, Claire. Rest in peace. Yeah, it definitely attempted. I think that was less of a Twin Peaks of its generation, and we really, really like Twin Peaks and want to make our own kind of thing. The Twin Peaks of the millennial generation, to me, is probably always going to be Deadly Premonition, which did the exact same thing. Frankly, the Twin Peaks of this generation is just Twin Peaks. It's just Twin Peaks Season 3. That's really what it is. Like David Lynch just went and did it again 25 years later. Except it wasn't the same thing again. It was complete madness. Members of the band went to a nearby park after the funeral. Listen to the others. How about we have a little party to celebrate our new manager and say goodbye to Claire? Let's get wasted. Sounds good to me, but really, Andrew, you're always the same. You always get wasted, Andrew. What do you mean? How's it going, Mike? Yeah, with the filter. They turned it on. They forced the filter. He's always been more of an organizer than a musician. So, David, got any specific place in mind? Talk to the others. How about we go to Dirty Ducks? I guess we're going to Dirty Ducks. Oh, I know the place. Thank God the owner's name wasn't Dick. Then it's a plan. See you there at 8 p.m. I have to take care of things for the other bands. You take it from here, Andrew. Don't overdo it. Remember, you have a tour starting tomorrow, and don't forget the receipt. Yes. Okay. Deadly Premonition is God tier. It's probably one of my favorite games. It's probably one of my favorite video games ever. It's complete madness. David said goodbye and went back home. After taking care of the last few preparations for the tour, he headed towards the pub Dirty Ducks. It was one letter away from having a very unfortunate name. Darty Ducks. There it is. This pub was always a favorite of theirs, even before their debut. They'd come here to relax after a recording session, before one of their gigs. Listen to the others. Look around the pub. Let's look at this pub. A friendly owner and cheap fragrance was always relaxing to them. Also, I need to know how to save. Save game, yes. Okay, select slot 1. Okay, you just hit escape. Oh, okay. I had to push 1 on the numpad. If you don't have a numpad keyboard, guys, you're screwed. Invest in numpad keyboards. Don't do the thing and not get don't not get a keyboard without a numpad. That baffled me the second it really started hitting off. I guess that some people have tiny desks, but we're talking like a 3-inch wide numpad. Listen to the others. Look around the pub. Listen to the others. You can even use it as a ghetto. You can even use it as like a ghetto Steam Deck. No, Stream Deck. Not Steam Deck. A ghetto Stream Deck. Like I do. Susanna, if you don't mind my asking, why did you want to work for our label specifically? Huh? It's because I really like your band and... David... Yeah. Yeah, what? No, it's nothing. What's this guy looking? Why is this guy staring at us? There's this guy in the background. He's just staring straight at us. How's it going, Helvetica? Ah, yeah! You get a numpad attachment. How about we don't sell numpads separately? That's so... Oh, sleazy. It's so sleazy. All-in-one. They used to be all-in-one. I've got an all-in-one, though. It's nice. I bought it recently, too. It's not like they're gone. It's just weird that they're going away. Listen to the others. I smell intrigue. David is popular with the ladies, after all. You better be careful, Susanna. Everybody knows that David will get in your pants in no time. He already gave you the old, oh, you probably killed our manager pickup line. It gets him every time. Martin, you're gonna give her the wrong impression of me. Martin knows exactly what he's doing, Dave. Don't worry about me. Believe it or not, I've learned Aikido. Oh no, she's a Steven Seagal fan. Aikido won't defend anybody from anything. You need a separate numpad so you could properly play NetHack on your laptop. See, like numpads for laptops make sense. Numpads for standalone keyboards should be part of the keyboard. Hey, Aikido is extremely good as long as you find a way to make everyone you're fighting run at you and scream. They have to charge at you in order for Aikido to truly take effect. It's more of a single move than a martial art.
Body is ready.
Hey, I didn't say anything bad about Under Siege. I didn't say anything bad about Under Siege. It was extremely well directed. Cake scene. Don't worry about me. Believe it or not, I've learned Aikido. I can defend myself. Not Aikido. We got it. Oh, God. Listen to the others. You'll be fine then. They all laughed. They all laughed. You'll be fine then. And they all laughed. Oh, no. They kept talking, forgetting about the time. I love the extreme close-up of the taps. Well, it's time to go. It's been a long day. What with the funeral and all. It's a mirror match. I'll go with you, Andrew. I'm going to the studio to look at all those new instruments. Talk to Susanna. They were all drinking and chatting, but before they could realize, David and Susanna were the only ones left. What? Okay, listen to the others. Oh, I think I might have had a little too much. Me too, but I had fun. I mean, no offense to Miss Claire. Okay, I still can't talk to Susanna. Listen to the others. We'd better go. I'll walk you home. Wait, I'm not listening to the others. I'm talking to Susanna. What? I think I get it. I think I get it. This is supposed to be talk to Susanna. This is supposed to be listen to the others. I get it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think I know what happened. They left the pub together. I had the wrong button. No, the button was there. The button was right. The options were backwards. David and Susanna decided to walk through the back alleys to sober up. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Bought by a Sony piss nickel. I like the imagery in this game is kind of sick. London at night is pretty chilly. Hey, Stave Love, welcome in. I've been wondering about this since morning. Have we met somewhere before? Huh? No, not before today. I saw you during your lives and on TV, but that's it. I saw you during your lives. Maybe I saw you in... Dude! Yeah, oh, by the way, sorry I accused you of murdering our previous manager. Really? I'm glad to be in your dreams. In that case, I'm not sorry. I thought it was kind of hot that you killed my previous manager. Talk to Susanna. I think, like, daily lives. I think she was talking about, like, at work. I saw you guys at work. Oh, lives. Yes, probably. Live shows. I think so. I think that's literally what she meant. I've never heard of that. Oh, shit. They couldn't expect the... I'm sorry, I was just stunned by the clowns on screen. They couldn't expect the unfortunate event that was about to unfold. As they turned the corner, they collided with a pair of punks. This is a pair of punks, guys. This is your standard London punks. Fucking clown! No! David tried to laugh it up, but he knew it wouldn't work. Oh, no. Yeah, looks sad at him. That'll do it. No. That'll do it. Why the fuck am I the head of a fucking new wave band? We are fucked. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Have a good night. That'll get him. You sure showed him, David. Good night, my arse. Unless you're gonna leave this girl with us, that is. Then we'll all have a good night. The punks slowly approach Susanna while glaring at David. Punch him. No, we're gonna look. fucking bard class. We're gonna look at everything. One of the punks tried to grab Susanna. Well, well, look at this, babe. We're gonna have some fun, you and us. No, get away from me, David. Help. Punch, punk it. Thank you. Look at the punks. Just keep watching. Punch him. David hit the punk square in the jaw. Ah, you shouldn't have done that, little fucker. Punk B, I'm gonna mess you up real good. Consider the situation. He pulls it up. Consider the situation. David Sylvan, let's go. Consider the situation. David knew some karate. David knew some karate. But the amount of alcohol in his body made his head spin. If only we had an Aikido expert in the group. Let Susanna run while you fight. Look at the punks. Run with Susanna. Yell for help. Yell for help. What should I do, Chad? What do I do? Consider the following being stabbed.
Everyone involved in this story should die.
You're right, you're right. Let Susanna run while you fight. This can't go badly. Run, Susanna, he said sadly. No, I can't leave you here alone. Shut up and get your ass ready. Oh no, we couldn't let her run. Yell for help. Yell for help.
You bitch!
Ah! Someone help! David yelled as loudly as he could. Nobody's coming to save your ass.
Bakery!
I guess we have to just run. We just have to run. Run with Susanna. Run, Susanna.
Octave is now following.
Oh, Octave. Octave, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Right as David and Susanna try to run. Where do you think you're going? Oh no, there's the other one that we just fucking forgot about. David was hit by the punk. Just give up, bro. Run, Susanna. No, I can't leave you here alone. Okay, she won't let me. She won't let me. Yeah, shut up. Oh, shit. Okay, run with Susanna. And then I'm gonna get punched again. And then I guess I'm gonna yell for help. Okay, yell for help. So there is a checkpoint system. He yelled as loudly as he could. Do you think he like did like a ree? Like a ree! It like really like went way up there. Okay. Run with Susanna. And then I guess run with Susanna again. Just give up, bro. Look at the punks. The punks looked more than willing to kill David. Just give up, bro. Look at him again. Uh-huh. Well, what do we do? Bring it on. What are you waiting for, you chicken? Come on. There you go. There you go. Ah, watch out. We got a badass over here. You're dead meat. You got a death wish or something? Fine by me.
What happened here?
David managed to distract the punks. Now, Susanna, run. David, yes. Hi. Davido-san. Davido-san. Hi. Susanna started running just as the punks attacked David. Use your karate skills. David dodged the attack just barely. Unfortunately, he stepped on a bottle and lost balance. David, you fucking idiot. Oh no, the main character's an idiot. As he hit his head against the wall, David's mind went to the tour that was supposed to start the following day. No way in hell I'm dying here. Susanna, run. And then everything faded to black. Everything faded to black. Game over. I'm with you around. This game is stupid. I like it. Wake up, David! Wake up! I had to hit enter. I had to hit enter to wake David up. This is awesome. When he woke up, David found himself in an unfamiliar location. Think of the situation. Where am I? In front of him, there was a castle he had never seen before. Oh. Okay, it's starting to get interesting. It's starting to get interesting, guys. I'll save it slot 2. Wait, this castle. It's the one from my dreams. Yeah, he's been having a recurring nightmare, remember, where he got chased down and killed. It has to be the castle from my nightmares. I get it now. This isn't real. This has to be one of my dreams. I guess I'll just go inside for now.
It's a fucking wizard!
Here we go.
No!
From 80s pretty boy to wizard. He looks like the real David looks like a wizard these days. David carefully approached the castle. The clicking you're hearing is a simulation of the floppy disk. The floppy disk is getting read, or I think even the CD getting read. David carefully approached the castle.
It's a fucking wizard!
He noticed a large gate leading inside the castle. Doesn't seem to be locked. I guess I'll open it. As David opened the gate, he heard a voice. Davido. It's so good. Davido. Is it just gonna keep looping? Yeah. Who is it? Who's calling me? That's so good. That's so good. It came from inside the castle. It's like a terrible car alarm. Think of the situation. I think there's someone inside. I might as well go in. David entered the castle. Davido. That was definitely one of the devs. It's so dark. Are there any lights? Then he heard the sound of something or someone moving. Oh! Kinda cool. That's kinda sick. Ah! I guess he's trying to say I'll kill you. Ah! Help! They gotta look around, think of the situation. David felt his hand touch something as though he was being strangled. He couldn't turn to check what it was. Oh, I'm gonna die!
Fucking wizard! No!
That's actually kind of fucking cursed, yeah. That's spooky as shit. It's a bottle. Ah, I see what's going on. He's getting choked out. He's getting choked out by the gangsters, and he just grabbed the bottle. I can't breathe. I need to pick up that bottle. Pick up the bottle. Ah! Yeah, Kurosuke. Ah, help. David managed to pick up the bottle and use it to strike his aggressor. Kurosuke. David managed to pick up the bottle and use it to strike his aggressor. And then David lost consciousness. Gave him another big scar to match the other previous big scar. He just drank. He just drank. British drinks go hard. Okay. He woke up. David had been knocked out by the punks. When he regained consciousness, he was alone in the alley. My head hurts. Oh, was all that a dream? David looked around him while getting his bearings. What the hell? Did I kill him? I don't remember this. One of the punks was lying on the ground, a copious amount of blood flowing out of his stomach. David was holding a bloody, broken bottle. The other punk must have run away. It was self-defense. He could hear police sirens approaching. No, it wasn't me. I didn't kill him. The voice recordings are so good. The voice recordings in this are awesome. I don't know how it works in England. You probably need a self-defense license in England, I don't know. If it was a dream. The punks. The castle. What a nightmare. No. Am I losing my mind? You think he's losing his mind, guys? Pick up the phone. You think it was all a dream? Did I wake you up, David? You were pretty drunk last night. How you holding up? This is what happened when I did 80s cocaine. I've still got a little bit of a hangover, but other than that, I'm fine. What, did he turn into, did he turn into David Bowie there for a second, and then turn back into David Sylvia, or whatever his name is? Think about yesterday, think about yesterday. I'll try asking Susanna about yesterday. I love how a lot of the choices in this game are just, you should try the other choice. Like, there's a lot of that in this. Oh yeah, what happened after we left the pub? You don't remember? You could barely stand, so I brought you home.
Can I ask you a question, Macho Man?
No more questions!
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you want a W, though? I could probably find it. Nothing weird happened along the way. Nothing weird happened along the way? No, nothing at all. I called the taxi and went home. So it was all a dream, that's fucked. I had a feeling this would be good. I had a weird feeling that this was going to get interesting. I see. So I saw Solid Snack play another game by these guys, and it looked fucking incredible. I see. Sorry for the trouble.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Davido. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll see if I can't find it. It shouldn't be too hard to find. Cheer up, David, okay? Today's the big day. I know. Thanks. Though the nightmare still weighed heavily on his mind. Susanna's words calmed him down. David made his way to Heathrow Airport, where the rest of the band was waiting. Oh, okay, so it'll... so we have, like, moments of long load time. Let's reflect on what happened, guys. It has, like, long moments like this, apparently. What if we're almost dead? Luckily, I have a backup game. I'm glad I have a backup game prepared if this game's, like, really short. It might be, like, insanely long, though. We don't know. It feels like just the beginning, though. That was definitely just intro stuff.
Casinos have been around for thousands of years.
Casinos. Have they been around for thousands of years? I'll bet they have. I imagine. Yeah, people like money. People like winning money. People are okay with risking losing money so they can win money. Steve's a doctor. You're right. Steve is a doctor. Tobin couldn't hack it. The game could go on forever for all that you give a shit. Just keep giving you new characters with worthless martial arts skills confronting dipshits. That's the game so far. Imagine if David just went full dick mode. Like, Susanna calls, he's like, hey, great job on that Aikido. Really fucking helped out. What are you talking about? Semi-recently, I think like a couple of years ago. It was either last year or the year before. It's, by the translation was by, oh shit. Nebulous Translations. They recently did Heathrow Airport Terminal 2. They recently did the hybrid front, which I'm really, really interested in. The band gathered in the waiting area of Heathrow Terminal 4. Yeah, too bad we were fighting ghosts the whole time. Look around the airport. The waiting area was packed and they couldn't find a good place to sit together. There were very few people their age and none of them seemed to be among their fans. Finally happening, our first European tour. I could barely sleep last night. Not me, I got home, had one last drink, and slept like a log. I'm doing great. Good job, thanks Andrew, thank you for your input. Come to think of it, you had quite a few drinks yesterday, are you sure you're okay? Yeah, just a little headache, Saul. Yeah, but his name's Andrew. He's wearing a wig. This is pre-Baldrig. This is back when he wore glasses and had hair. You look pale, David. Is something wrong? Look at that smug look. This is pre-sideburns. Pre-sideburns rig. Or mutton chops. He's got like full-on mutton chop. I just had my usual nightmare, you know. They all drink. They all drink a lot. They're early 20s musicians. Listen to the others. That again. What's so bad about it anyway? It looks like it's the four of them. It's the four of them. He's the instrumentalist. The guy in the hat is the composer. Andrew is, the heavy weapons guy, and David is the karate expert of the band. That again. What's so bad about it anyway? I'm just looking. Okay, nothing new. Yeah, they can't drink the waters in England. They can't drink the water in England. They can drink the water in Scotland, where before the water gets terrible. They just can't drink the water in England. Remember when Lemmy was like talking about how people were buying water and that was stupid and you could just drink water? That was him making fun of the English. Someone wants to kill me, a shadow. I'm scared and I keep running before I realize that the streets turn into scenery I'd never seen before. I run through the unfamiliar streets. Suddenly I'm running through the same street as before. I keep running along the same street. In my dream, I keep repeating the same actions over and over again. What if I never wake up? And then, in the distance, I see an old castle, a castle I'd never seen before. That's when I wake up, but I remember every detail of that castle. It's burned into my memory. David considered sharing his dream where he killed a man, but decided against it. Yeah, don't talk about that one. I had no idea you had these kinds of dreams. Are you sure you never saw that castle anywhere? I'm positive. Gotta find the bottle of water. Personally, I think you're just upset by Claire's, you know. That's why you're getting those weird dreams. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, I think so too. Maybe you're right. You're gonna have a breakdown if you keep worrying about everything, David. Be more like me. Forget about the bad stuff. Enjoy your life. You're a special case, Andrew. Hey, David, we got a pair of fine young ladies looking our way. We got a pair of fine young ladies looking our way. Hey, David. Oh, no, Andrew's glitching. Andrew's glitching out. The ladies were too fine.
Grandma! Grandma! Grandma!
Grandmas.
Grandma!
Two young women came closer. Two young women. Look at the women. They appear to be fans of Elenovision. Keep angrily staring at the women. Two young grandmas. Damn it. Ah, look, it's Elenovision. There's David. He's so cool. There's Martin, too. They must be leaving for their tour. Let's get their autographs. If you want to feel appreciated, play Mirrors. You'll have adoring fans within an hour, a half hour.
This is a Coomer game!
You're going on tour, right? We're definitely coming to your London performance. I've been a big fan since your debut. Good luck with the tour. 15-year-olds who look 35. Damn! I didn't say it. Lollipop said it. They appeared to be fans of Elenovision. David, Alan, may I get your autograph? Martin, can I shake your hand? Oh, and can I get your autograph? And shake your... Can you autograph my hand and we can shake on it? Andrew... fucking throwing out grandma lines. What am I, chopped liver? Oh, sorry, Andrew. We didn't mean to forget about you. We want your autograph, too. Jeez. You're just saying that to appease me. Oh, well, the things we do for our fans. Give me the pen. Just give me the fucking pen. From Andrew. Fuck you. He's gonna give him, like, passive-aggressive notes. So who do I make it out to? Dude, wasn't this scene like... There was a fucking identical scene to this in Final Fantasy X.
Grandma! Grandma!
Yeah, laugh it up. Laugh it up, David. At least somebody's feeling better. Actual fans would have just attacked. They're not that famous yet. They're not that famous just yet. I don't know what that is. I got a foreground. Oh, yeah, the foreground. I know what that is. Sorry, I had an image on my OBS. It was distracting me.
I want Jojo. I want Jojo.
What you mumbling about, Andrew? Nothing. Shut up. That was a comedy moment, guys. I hope you guys thought that was hilarious. That was the funniest shit I've ever seen. Two people were monitoring Elenovision's movements. One of them, mostly referred to as Chief, was Clark. He was a detective. It's Gene Hackman! Gene Hackman is the detective! He was a detective, former Interpol agent. The other was his assistant, Vince. Shit.
Wow.
Ah, shit, who played RoboCop? Peter Weller, thank you. Peter Weller and Gene Hackman are the cops, guys. The other was his assistant, Vince. His father was Japanese, while his mother... No, it's literally... Now it's official. Now it's officially Buckaroo Banzai. His father was Japanese, while his mother was British. And now he's officially Peter Weller. Yeah, they gotta specify that. Well, see, Buckaroo Banzai, Peter Weller played Buckaroo Banzai, and I think he had the exact same parentage. Like, exact same. I guess. Clark spoke, Vince spoke. Which one spoke, guys? Who spoke first in this battle of wits? Clark. Looks like they're leaving soon. This job's great, Chief. We just have to keep an eye on Susanna Ling, right? You got it. Travel expenses are all covered. It's basically a free trip around Europe. What bothers me is I have no idea who the client is. Well, the money's good, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Dude, this is a Japanese game. I don't know. A writer's gonna write. We're just keeping an eye on a woman. It's nothing bad. You got it. Travel expenses are all covered. It's basically a free trip around. What bothers me is I have no idea who the client is. Well, the money's good, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I hope so. Keeps things interesting, right? Okay. Oh, they're embarking. Let's go, Vince. Wait for me, Chief. Oh, look at that jet. So they left Heathrow Airport. I didn't like Buckaroo Banzai. I felt like it had the wrong director. I felt like the guy directed, because the guy who wrote it directed, and the guy who wrote it wrote fucking Big Trouble in Little China. If John Carpenter fucking directed Buckaroo Banzai, I would have liked it a lot better, because it would have been, like, way different. It would have been a much different movie. Some photos of because Buckaroo Banzai is kind of a disaster of a movie. It has a big cult following. There are people who really love it, but it's I tried watching it. I don't like it. Not a fan. Wasn't a fan. It sucked ass. I didn't like it. I thought it was lame. I thought the only good part of it was the bad guy who fucking would like light shit up with his who would like eat fucking light bulbs and shit. It's a very silly movie, it really is. John Lithgow, yeah, John Lithgow in it was great. He knew exactly what kind of movie he was in, and I don't think anybody else knew what kind of movie they were in. I feel like if everybody, like, acted more like John Lithgow, the movie could have been really good. But the thing is that it was, like, it poured all this lore right into the fucking front of the movie. It was absolutely positive that it was going to be a huge success, and you saw logos and merch opportunities everywhere in the movie, and that just made it look kind of sad. It made it look kind of sad because the movie didn't do well. Yeah, an entire Marvel Universe packed into one movie. Yeah, it just didn't work. It was like a really interesting concept that could have been done really well. Like if fucking Wes Anderson or somebody made it, it would have been interesting. You know, it kind of gave me a kind of Life Aquatic vibe, just without the really tight, fucking symmetrical ass direction. We reached Orly Airport without incident. Paris. Anyway, the movie's like, you'd have to see it to know what I mean. It's something. It also kind of feels like a sequel to a movie you should have already seen. I think that was another thing. I don't really like movies that kind of start, like, not movies that start in the middle. In Medias Res, it's fine. Thank you, El Niso Gallo, for the raid. Like, when a movie starts, like, from a middle scene, and then it flashes back to the beginning, and then leads up to that scene, that's cool. But Buckaroo Banzai kind of has the same problem that Superman 2025 had, where it starts in the middle of an already established movie, and you don't get to see the beginning of that movie. Like, I think that was my biggest problem with Buckaroo Banzai, is that it had that same, like, you're right here in the middle and you should know who everyone is immediately. And that never works. It's just really not smart. It's not a smart thing to do. He tried to front load it with all this lore so you would know who the characters were, but it wasn't enough. That wasn't enough introduction. They were scheduled to rest one night. How you doing, Niso Gaio? What you been doing? Like Pulp Fiction, if all we got to see were the cafe scenes. Yeah, nothing else. And then there's like the complete opposite of that. And the complete opposite of that is Reservoir Dogs, where it's like you see everything leading up to this big bank robbery, and then it cuts to right after the bank robbery. But that was fine because at least I knew who the characters were and liked them, and there was some shit that made up for that. Like there was some equivalent exchange there for the subversion to work. But Buckaroo Banzai and like I said, the new Superman movie have like the opposite thing where you're like right in the middle in the meat of the story. And it's just, you don't know who the fuck or care who the hell anybody is. You gotta care who you're watching. That's always a big deal. They were scheduled to rest one night at the Hilton Hotel in Paris and travel by charter bus the following day. Thus, David decided to call it a day early. Yeah, no, Reservoir Dogs actually really worked. I really liked that. I really liked it. I didn't expect to because I heard that you never got to see the actual bank robbery. But when I watched, I was like, I don't give a shit about the bank robbery. He took some sleeping pills and laid on the bed, but between what happened in London and the upcoming concerts in France, David had trouble falling asleep. The sleeping pills made him drowsy, but after a while he couldn't bear staying in bed. It was the best director Oscar that Quentin still hasn't gotten yet. They stole it. Instead, he decided to go outside and enjoy the night in Paris. Is that what I think it is? It's Quentin Tarantino's best director Oscar. It's beautiful. I can't believe they cut that line. He entered one of the taxis in front of the hotel. What if it was an Oscar? Jeez, he would do that. Where to? Without a clear destination in mind, David quickly started thinking of famous landmarks. Oh, we're in France now. Let's tour Eiffel. I don't know what Eiffel is, but we're gonna go on tour and look at it. We're changing our Europe tour to the Tour Eiffel. I know what it is. It's the Eiffel Tower. Latin Quarter? Montmartre. Yeah, sure. We'll go to the hill. The taxi drove along Paris, headed towards David's destination. Oh, I guess that was a big important choice that actually mattered. David looked into the night scenery of Paris. Oh, and Tarantino only thinks of himself, so it's whatever Tarantino wants. So it is 100% that best director Oscar. He arrived at Montmartre. Due to the presence of many young artists, the shops stay open until very late in this area. The hill of Montmartre is where Saint-Denis had been executed. David was looking forward to seeing the windmill, but unfortunately he was unable to. Damn it. Ah, nuts! Oh no, he didn't get to see the windmill. He would have wanted to visit Old-Fashioned Town. The old-fashioned town he always saw in pictures, but the path was full of slopes and stairs. He couldn't afford to exert himself so much just before the concert. I mean, that's fair. Stairs take a lot out of you. David wanted to see another. They're like they're technically toll roads. They just cost you in time and energy. David wanted to see another landmark. He stopped another taxi. I believe it, Dana Chrysalis. I'm gonna have to, next time I'm in France, I'm gonna have to like take a lot of photos. I'm gonna sneak around and take photos of Eiffel Tower at night. I'm gonna be an Eiffel Tower picture pirate. Where to? David considers his options. I'm not going to L'Opera. We're gonna take pictures of Eiffel Tower at night. I've got diplomatic immunity, I'm a public figure. Oh, this could be Chronicles of the Wolf. David looked at the night scene. Yeah. Okay, it's the same thing. You know what? They'll be picking stolen goods because I'll take pictures of the Eiffel Tower at night. During the day, it just looked like the Tower of Iron. but it felt completely different now thanks to all the lights. He considered getting to the viewing platform to have a full view of Paris, but he wasn't really in the mood for sightseeing. He just wanted to get out of his room. David wanted to see another landmark. We're looking at all of them, guys. Where to? It's amazing how many of, like, how many PC 98 adventure games like this are usually like little travelogues. Like, all of them that I played so far, there was, you know, Paracelsus no Machen was, you know, you were like going to all these different places all over Europe, like real world locations. There were a lot of real world locations in Tokyo Twilight Busters, a lot of real world locations in this. You know, fucking Evo, I guess, counts. Fucking DC Connection, Manhattan Requiem, both of those had very real world locations that you would go to, and those were both PC 98 games. Yes, I really think that was a big part of the whole NEC video game, like, vibe. Army Museum of Paris is sick. You should. We're going back to Montmartre. I want to see that fucking windmill. Arc de Triomphe. The Arc of Triumph, sure thing, said the clearly American, just oddly American taxi driver. Taxi drove along Paris, headed towards the destination. Oh, that's actually sick, Shy. I need to learn that. I need to. You need to tell me about that legend. Gavada. The Arc de Triomphe Square. But I think you'd enjoy walking through the Champs-Élysées anyway. Here we are. David looked over to the roundabout of place. Oh, and there's also Gaudi. Gaudi's a big one where you're like wandering around. That's another Wolf Team game, where you're wandering around Italy during the fucking Olympics, and all this like crime shit happens. David looked at, but it's a Wolf Team game, so you know it's going to be completely fucking out of control. That one's apparently getting a fan translation. Somebody announced a project on Macaw's translation stuff channel, I think. That one I'm really interested in. I'm really interested in Gaudi, because it just looks insane. And David looked over at the roundabout of the place L'Etoile. L'Etoile? L'Etoile? I don't remember. I don't know how to fucking say that. The square surrounding the Arc of Triumph. He felt somewhat overwhelmed by all the roads linking together. He considered going to Champs-Élysées, but he didn't feel like walking with all those cars coming and going so close by. David wanted to see another landmark. He stopped another taxi. Where to? Yeah. Place des Vosges. The Vosges Square, sure thing. L'Etoile, thank you. L'Etoile. The taxi drove. David looked at the night scenery of Paris flowing from the taxi's window. When David arrived at the square, he was impressed by its splendor. There was a reason the royal family of the 16th century would spend their time here. I should, like, spread a rumor that the PC 98, 88 is just 90% travel scenes, and see if we can't replace the PC 98 as 90% porn rumors. We're gonna defeat it with travelogue rumors. Surrounded by red brick buildings, the square felt like the courtyard of a royal palace. It would seem the garden was once closed to the public. I'll go on a bunch of forums under a bunch of different names thinking, I was just trying to watch porn, and it just kept taking me on all these tours. I just want to see anime titties, and I got the Arc de Triomphe. I'm a certified historian now. It would seem the garden was once closed to the public, but it was currently teeming with tourists. That was enough to bring David back from his 16th century dream and back into the real world. He wanted to see another landmark. He stopped another taxi. Where to? Joan of Arc. Notre Dame? This has everything. You want to go to Rouen? Sure thing. Beast of... Oh, wait. of Gavaldon was a legend that was back in 1764 about a beast that killed around 100 people in the province, reportedly killed by a peasant named Jean Chastel. That sounds sick. Actually sounds really cool. The taxi left David in Rowan. The place was virtually empty. Even though he was sweating, David had goosebumps. He didn't know why. Maybe it was because of the statue of Joan of Arc. It was pretty imposing looking. It was a place where Joan of Arc, the Maiden of Miracles who fought in the 100 Years' War during the 15th century, had been executed. She fought for the sake of her country, following the orders of God, but the Inquisition, jealous of her fame, sentenced her to her death. She was burned at the stake and joined her God in heaven. And all we're getting is tours. We're just going on tour, Ornate Sphere. It's a problem. PC98 is a scam. There's no anime titties in this. It's just all tours. As he walked around Rowan, David noticed a building with an open gate. For whatever reason, he felt compelled to enter, and so he did. Okay, we found the right place, apparently. Are we gonna turn into Gabriel Knight? Is this gonna be another knighting thing? Oh, it's loading. I wonder if the movie Beauty and the Beast actually, like, took a little bit of that idea for the whole, like, lynch mob killing the beast. Because I don't think Gaston was a nobleman. David walked through the open gate and followed a path leading to yet another gate. Now, I think Brotherhood of the Wolf, if you've ever seen that. Has anybody here seen Brotherhood of the Wolf? Because that was definitely about a fucking beast. In fact, it was so influential, it is the movie that very, very fucking directly inspired Bloodborne. And when I say very directly, I mean you are going to see the same weapons in that fucking movie. Like, the same costumes in that movie. Bloodborne is basically Brotherhood of the Wolf, the video game. Yeah, the French movie. Yeah, this movie. Show some pictures. I'll show some pictures. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean, guys. It bears a very passing resemblance to a certain From Software video game. just a very slight resemblance. It's awesome. This movie is sick. It's fucking mad. It's so good. Oh, that may be a spoiler. But like, it's got Monica Bellucci in it. Just watch it. It's got Monica Bellucci. What? It's got Monica Bellucci in it. Yeah, you know what you're talking. Yeah, you know, Spiff. You know what I mean. Yeah, the threaded cane is in the movie. The fucking threaded cane, my main weapon, was in the movie. That's when I knew it was a 20 out of 10 film. This might be the Dream Castle, yeah. After crossing the gate, he found himself on a path next to a stone wall. Suddenly, the voices of countless people came out of the next gate. I think this is French. He forgot what country he was in. They're speaking French? Whoa, it's coming this way. David gestured frantically as he didn't understand French. I need to get out of here! A common reaction to hearing French. Oh no! I could say that. I have French ancestry too. Well, Norman. It's more Norman ancestry. It's a Norman thing. Like, they stopped by France and then they went to England. But that means we're a little bit French. David ran toward the town to get away from those countless voices. Ah! It's getting closer! I need to run! Again, a common reaction. David noticed an alley and hurried in there in order to hide. David ran through the alley, trying not to make any sounds. The alley led to a dark, gloomy square. Is this a square? This is kind of sick. He's having another dream. He fell asleep probably in the cab. There was something, or someone, standing in the middle of the square. It's too dark to make it out. What is that? Oh, thanks, Lollipop. I mean, I just need to go out in the sun a little more. That's a me thing. Once he got used to the darkness, David could barely make out a figure. There's someone tied to a pillar. There's a lot of firewood below them. I don't understand. I always thought Joan of Arc was some martial artist. David took a single step forward. It's Princess Leia. Suddenly a man came out of the shadows, throwing a lit torch into the pile of wood. The pained scream of a woman came from the flames. The pile of wood instantly burst into flames as if it were coated in oil. There was a person amidst the fire, a young woman tied to the pillar. She was unable to escape the flames. She could only writhe in pain. She's being burned at the stake. David witnessed the grisly scene in a daze. When he came back to his senses, hundreds of people were surrounding the blazing pillar, all shouting together, "Death to the witch! Death to the witch!" To David, their words felt like a curse. The witch hunts. France, burning at the stake. Is she Joan of Arc? Am I in the past? No, it can't be. Okay, so we're officially way worse at time travel than Bill and Ted, who ended up getting her out of this. David felt like he had lost his mind. They're way too agitated. I can't stay here. I need to run. I need to tell Noah his wife is being burned. David took a step back, attempting to run away. At the very moment, the entire crowd turned this way. He went back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. Damn it, they noticed me! David had never felt so terrified before. I have to find somewhere to hide. I don't care where. David kept running from the crazed crowd. The path ahead split into two. Ah! Which way? Oh no! Save. I'm gonna save, scum. Fuck it. Go right. The path curved left and went downhill. David kept running. Ah! Which path? Going down. Let's keep going down. The path curved to the left. David could feel the bloodlust in the crowd screams. I straight thought it was a bird. But no, that is him breathing. That is breathing. And you hear that a lot in this game. He was at a crossroads. You could still hear the crowd behind him. David had to make a choice, and fast! Go forward. That's the only way. It's the only direction I know that's not back. Fear clutched at his throat as he took the path to the left, going uphill. David, I went forward, not left! No matter how much he ran, he couldn't get away from their screams. The path again split into two. Go up! Climbed the buildings. He could still hear confused screams behind him. He had no choice but to take the path going left. He kept running. David kept running from the crazed crowd. The blast split into two. Go forward. I don't think it matters. We're just having another horror dream. The path curved left and went downhill. The London leveling waxworks. Path split into two. Go left. The sound of the crowd drilled into David's head. He had to make a choice before it was too late. Go up! Oh, damn it. Go right! His crazed screams echoed everywhere surrounding him. He took the path on the right going downhill. David kept running. No matter how much he ran, he couldn't get away from their yells. The head split into two. Go right. Don't take too many rights. Go up. Oh, damn it. Go right. David kept running. Okay. Go right. We'll just keep going right. Go forward. Go forward. Go down. we're just running. We're just running, guys. He's at a crossroads. David had to make a choice and pass fast. Which way, guys? Oh, which way? Up, down, or forward? Ah! I've never played Waxworks. I need to play Waxworks. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way to go. Chat, you say it. You tell me. I want you guys to backseat for me for a second. Down. The jerk got it. David took the path going downhill and kept running before the crowd could reach him. Hey, that was the right one! Thank you, the jerk! You did. Holy shit. I would have picked up. We would have been there for another 3 hours. Now we're just gonna be here for another 3 hours. So as you can see, CD reading was a little more primitive when this game came out. It'll take it a hot minute, but still, like, let's... Like... See if I can find, like... Oh, here's... Oh, crap, I can't show that. It'll give things away. Here. Tell me that's not the fucking Hunter's outfit. Tell me that's not the Hunter's outfit. Like the default. Tell me that's not the default Hunter's outfit. The sound reminds you of hard drives that died. That's what yeah, that clicking is actually the emulator itself. It simulates the click of data reading. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is Helvetica. It's getting a panic. Oh, you're getting a panic. It's not gonna die. It's not dying. I promise it's not dying. Oh, here we go. We're back. At the end of the slope, I think it is too. I think it is copying data from the CD to the drives. At the end of the slope, he reached a square. There was something placed at its center. However, it was not the same square from earlier. There's something here too. It's not another stake, is it? After a closer look, he realized it was not a stake, it was a guillotine. A device for executions. A guillotine? There's nobody in there. Are they gonna kill someone soon? Yes. You! Behind him, someone answered David's question. Startled, David turned around. There was a little man in the dark, wearing priestly garments. Who are you? Heretic! Tonight you shall be judged by God. Why, you ask? You know the answer very well. It's okay, guys. It's just an execution. At his words, countless people emerged from the shadows. He was surrounded. So many of them. Why do you want me to die so badly? Oh, I get it. This is a dream. I just have to wake up. There was no escape. Right then, David felt something happening inside his body. gonna blow a huge fart. Ah, my head, it hurts! I feel like I'm burning! Something exploded inside of him, and then he was assaulted by an incredibly pleasant feeling as he felt his consciousness fade away. Oh! Before completely losing consciousness, David saw him. A man had grabbed the Inquisitor. The man then dragged the Inquisitor towards the guillotine. That man had the same face as David's. Was this all a dream? Evil David. Liquid David. No! Don't do it! David placed the Inquisitor's head on the block. It could be. It could be. He's got the same... He's got, like, the same, like, bleach hair. The Inquisitor was trapped in the device. He's not... What is that expression conveying, guys? Well, chibbles. Seeing the Inquisitor's face contorted by fear, David, he doesn't look like he's scared. He's like, ah, fuck. David started laughing. That might have been Denzel Washington. It might be Grizzleby. They've been taking a lot of photos from a lot of famous people. Denzel Washington was in one game, I don't remember which. The blade then dropped down. The moment the Inquisitor's head parted from his body, David's eyes jerked open. He was feeling terribly confused and scared. It was a dream. This time I saw a woman sentenced to death, the guillotine, even another me. I think I'm losing it. Now back to his senses, he realized he was in his hotel room. Both his pajamas and the bed were drenched in sweat. Now that he was aware it was all a dream, he started feeling a different kind of dread. David sat on the bed and glanced at his watch. Oh no, did he miss his own concert? Yeah, that'll be $20, sir. It's still 3 a.m. I was hoping these nightmares wouldn't follow me all the way to Paris. My body feels heavy. Maybe it's the nightmare. I'm not getting enough sleep. David took a beer from the cooler, drank it in one gulp, and went back to bed. The next morning, David gasped at what he saw on TV. It was enough to make his skin crawl. The news was talking about a grisly discovery in front of the cathedral in Rouen. A priest had been found dead, his head removed from his body. The missing head had been reportedly found impaled on the minute hand of the Gros Horloge, the astronomical clock of Rouen. His head is stuck on the fucking hand of the clock. The hands of the Gros Horloge was stuck at 3 o'clock. That's great. This game is kinda sick, guys. Rouen was known as the town where Joan of Arc had been burned at the stake. David felt like he was seeing a continuation of his dream. It might be. It might be. We'll find out. I'm intrigued, though. I don't know. The members of Eleno Vision left the hotel and got on the bus they had reserved. How's it going, Axe Keeper? Father Axe Keeper, it's really good. We're playing a murder mystery game. A murder mystery horror game called Mirrors by Soft Studio Wing. They went full on this. This is like one of the only games, one of 2 games for the PC-88 that actually had a CD. It used the PC-8801s. That was like the final model of the PC-8801. It used its CD drive. It actually took a while before the emulator for this was even made because there didn't feel like much of a need for it. to put like a CD drive on a PC-88 emulator because there were only 2 games that used it. And then Nebulous Translations translated one of them. And they got like one of the really good PC-88 emulation hackers on it, and they actually got CD working on this. Really advanced for back then. It really, yeah. It's kind of giving you a Ring Zero birthday. The members of Eleno Vision left the hotel and got on the bus they had reserved. It's good so far, Father X. It's really good. 2 people have died. The bus was headed for their first concert hall, Karnak. And it looks like it's also somewhat of a, like many PC-88 and 98 games, it's also something of a virtual tour game. Because we were like going all over Paris for a bit. They passed through Le Mans, known for the eponymous, and we're still doing it, for the eponymous 24-hour race, making their way for the town of Rennes in Brittany. In order to stave off boredom, they decided to play cards to pass the time. Get a load of this. 3 of a kind. Martin spoke, David spoke. David spoke, I'm David. I got a spade flush. Full house. Oh, look at you. Ah, I'm beat. Susanna, Alan, what did you guys have? Alan had. What did Alan have? Check this out. I got a straight flush. Somebody's cheating. A straight flush? Come on, man. I only have a 2 pair. Susanna's a loser.
Tables.
They did, Father Jackskeeper. The only other time I've heard a good, like, Gymnopody remix was Flower, Sun, and Rain. Flower, Sun, and Rain has a really good one. You again, Alan? You're way too good at this. Are you cheating or something? Don't be a sore loser, Andrew. I'm just that good is all. Damn it, I'm gonna win next. You'll see. Look how comfy the background is with the lake. Like that just huge lake that covers like 3/4 of the screen. Your turn to shuffle, Susanna. Uh-huh. Okay. That's enough games for me. David couldn't focus on the game. He was still thinking of the death of the poor priest and how it felt like a continuation of his dream. A lot of these are digitized photos. This is like mostly digitized photos. Even the portraits, the character portraits, seem like a combination of digitized photos and maybe some touch-ups to make them look a little more anonymous. People are actually noticing that a lot of the characters in this look like actual band members from actual bands. Usually like new wave bands. David stopped playing and looked outside the window. Worried, Susanna called out to him. What's the matter, David? You look down. David spoke. It's nothing. Just thinking of this bad dream I had. David forced himself to laugh. You look pale. What kind of dream was it? David saw both curiosity and concern in Susanna's eyes. Oh, it did. Mother 3 did. You're right. I haven't played Mother 3 in years and years. Yeah, right. The bus drove by a grass-covered plain. David thought that talking to someone about his dream could make him feel better. So he did. Before long, the rest of the bit, this was like taken from like a band photo from the band Japan. This is the front man for Japan, who he's based on. The band in the game is called Eleno Vision. And apparently all the music you're hearing is by Eleno Vision. Before long, the rest of the band, according to the credits. Yeah, but at the same time, you could tell they like changed his nose a little bit. They did draw a little bit on his face to make him look like legally distinct. And you'll see like a guy from Depeche Mode, the guy with the hat, the bald guy with the hat. Martin is Martin from Depeche Mode. Before long, The rest of the band stopped playing cards and listened instantly to David's tale. Here's Martin. It's literally Martin from Depeche Mode. This has to be about Claire. Don't let it get to you, David. I don't recognize Andrew, but I know he's somebody. I kind of recognize. I don't know where he's from, though. That's some nightmare, all right. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of is. Susanna spoke, Alan spoke. Alan. For real? Maybe David had some kind of precognitive dream or something. Oh, he told him about the priest. Come to think of it, they were talking about a murder in Rowan this morning. A priest or a monk or something. For real? Maybe David had some kind of precognitive dream or something. The band members all started giving their opinions on the matter. Look outside. Just look outside. Let them just brood. Just brood theatrically while they talk about you. David looked outside the window, barely listening to what they were saying. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Couch. Yeah, no, I loved it. I like Flower, Sun, and Rain. I feel like I like it a lot more now that I've played Silver Case. We need to play 25th Ward at some point. That was the sequel to Silver Case. Yeah, no, I get you, Couch. What we need is a full... What sucks is you can't fan translate Suda51 games. Hardly at all, because they use this weird image-based font. It's like the way they do words, or letters, they actually have a typeface that's like fucking images. And it's coded in a very bizarre way, so it's like almost impossible to fan translate them. And that really sucks, because the PS2 version of Flower, Sun, and Rain looks amazing. I want to play it. I've got the DS version, but I want to play the PS2 version. David looked outside the window, barely listening to what they were saying. What the hell's that? What the? He saw a knight, clad in white armor, riding a white horse, chasing after them. He was running from bees. David thought to himself, a white knight on a horse. Wait, I can see through them. Is it a ghost? Oh, thank God it's over. It's the bees! That was fun. I thought something happened. David did a double take, but when he looked again, he could see only a car, and not the white knight. David mumbled to himself, a car. I was just imagining things. Oh, apparently it was... Oh, okay, it was a car with a fucked up air conditioner belt. That makes perfect sense. What was that, David? Did something happen? David's just fucking losing it. Susanna had heard David's mumbling. David spoke. No, it's nothing. Martin is right. I haven't recovered from Claire's passing just yet. Yeah. Welcome to Silver Case. Suda51 really is kind of like, he's one of those that handful of Japanese directors that kind of understood where Lynch was coming from. Magic hyena eyes. Would have to have a block of text that's an image appear over everything else or something, so not actually translating the text but covering it up. Oh, for sure, yes. Yeah, exactly, and you'd probably have to code something in something entirely different. You'd have to code in something entirely and stick it into the game, and I think that's like the major roadblock that fan translators hit. You see that with TurboGrafx CD games, also Sega Saturn games, that there's a pre-rendered cutscene in Japanese without subtitles. It is very hard to add subtitles to those. In fact, Ys 4, The Dawn of Ys, the best Ys in my opinion, for TurboGrafx CD, they worked around having to do that by just dubbing the game. They just got a team of like indie voice actors and dubbed the whole fucking game so they could get around the cutscene problem because there were no subtitles. There were no hard-coded subtitles or soft-coded subtitles in the files, so they couldn't translate it. But yeah, and it's actually a really good dub too. There's like one one particular, like, VA that's, like, especially hammy, but it really fits the character, so even that's fine. It sounds amazing. I think he's dreaming of the past and it's bleeding over. Could be. I don't know, Sugars. It'll be a while before we reach Karnak. Are you gonna be okay? Yeah, don't worry. I'll be fine after I catch a few Z's. Oh, no, don't worry about it, Couch. What kills you? Those are Easter eggs and flood. Yeah. Oh, there were? Oh, that is a tease. Susanna, let David sleep and come over to play. These cards ain't gonna shovel themselves. All right, all right. Could be sure. The bus continued its journey toward Karnak. Apparently he'd been having those dreams for a while, even before Claire died. The card David had seen had actually belonged to Clark and Vince. Of course, Clark and Vince. Oh, the cops! He saw the cops! So, no, it's like he's psychic, guys. I think he's actually psychic and he doesn't know it. He saw a white knight on a horse. The car that he was looking at was the cop's car, which makes sense. Because knights were basically cops of the fucking realm at the time. They were the cops back then. That's sick. Our boys are headed for Karnak. It could be that he's just fucking psychic and doesn't know it. Clark spoke. Our boys are headed... Yeah, talk about horsepower. Our boys are headed for Karnak. Chief, did you see the news this morning? Yep. France is a dangerous place too, huh? Okay, now he doesn't look like Gene Hackman. The other guy doesn't look like Peter Weller. They looked like Gene Hackman and Peter Weller earlier. France is a dangerous place too, huh? You think Eleno Vision's involved in that whole mess? For some reason, people just seem to die around. Who knows? Rowan was the opposite way of their destination. They don't look like the kinds of guys who'd meet up with a priest. Clark couldn't see any clear connection. After passing through Vaughn, a must-see so characters' faces will, like, completely change depending on, like, what their portraits are and what the scene is. After passing through Van, a must-see town when passing through Brittany, they finally reached their destination, Karnak. Oh, shit! Shit, Couch, yeah, they kind of are like those guys. I played a little bit of Disco Elysium. It got very topical, and it felt like it was going over my head. I felt like I was from the wrong country playing it, like it was talking about a lot of culture of whatever country the game was from. I forget what country it was from, somewhere in Scandinavia. Yeah, it's wild. It's definitely very visually appealing, but I felt like a lot of it just kind of flew over my head because I didn't know the culture of the area that it was made in. I felt like it was, and sure enough, I looked into it, and yeah, it was apparently talking about a lot of things about, I think it was like Estonia? It was someplace. Wherever they made it, it really, like, dug into their stuff, and I was like, man, I don't know any of this shit. Like, I guess so, Kami. Karnak is home to the eponymous stones, a collection of prehistorical standing stones called menhirs. Eleno Vision was going to start their European tour by performing on a stage set up in the middle of them. It just got way too tough. I was like, I'm not really in the mood for this. That was like last time I tried it. But it was still like really good. Like what I played was awesome. Two, I think I was getting a lot of shit rolls and it made me mad. I think I was getting a lot of garbage rolls. Game. Oh no. Use your face. Okay, cool. Eleno Vision live in France. The band is playing, guys. Damn, Couch. I'm not reading the lyrics. That's just the group. That's just David Bowie. That was just David Bowie. What the hell is this? That's the Japan guy. Oh, was that the Japan guy? I'm pretty sure there was like... are you sure that wasn't like... It might have been. It makes sense. It makes sense. This is not... I feel like I walked into the wrong concert. It feels weird. That is literally the Japan guy in concert, yeah. Big surprise. Soft Studio Japan. We're in Japan. That's hilarious. These lyrics are awful. These lyrics do not go with any song in existence. That guy, me on the right. Napa's just Japan backwards. Maybe it made sense in Japanese, maybe. Maybe the lyrics are way better in Japanese. That's actually extremely likely. This is a lot of like really fast action for a PC-88 game. He looks like he's got like a huge forehead right here, like on the bottom right. He looks like he's got like a big like growth on his forehead that just goes all the way out. I thought it was a goblin at first. I thought it was like an ogre or something. It's like an eyeball, but so keys and Stiebel, keys and vocals. Do you hear those vocals? M. Vincent. This is the end of the game. Dick Astley. That's David Astley. His name is Astley, guys. They named him after Rick Astley and David from Japan band. No, I don't think it is. I don't think the game's over. The game had better not be over. I think they're just live in concert, and it's trying to do like a big pre-rendered live in concert cutscene on a PC-88. But they didn't have any vocalists who could sing in like English, so they just made it instrumental and put subtitles on, even though this would have Red Book audio. I think. No, somehow, no, I don't think the game's over yet. Everybody clap. That was so sick, guys. It was like I was at a real concert. The group headed straight for their hotel and van, the Anne de Bretagne. After renting a room, they regrouped and had a toast to celebrate the success of their concert. They still hadn't recovered from all the excitement. Great job, guys. You were great on stage. Martin spoke. Yeah, that was one of our best that was one of their best performances, guys. Alan spoke. They're clapping because it's over. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it's over. Cry because it happened. I don't know. Should we really go all out this early in our tour? Alan didn't actually seem to mean what he said. Let's just say it, Alan. What did you mean by this? I'm feeling great. Forget about those stupid dreams. Those stupid, horrifying dreams that are coming true instantly. Who cares? Starts like slamming down champagne. Who gives a shit about the fucking decapitation? It'll be just fine, Alan. Let's keep this up all the way. Thanks, Andrew. Oh yeah, I do too. Everybody has that one nightmare that just sticks with them. Ooh, I'm knackered. I'm calling it a day. There's no way I'm having any dreams while I'm this tired, right? You're asking for the dreams, David. Sounds good. Get some rest, David. In fact, I'm following your example. Good night, David. Good night. He could've... he and Susanna were already kind of hitting it off and flirting with each other. David could have done, like, the Chad thing that you see with some of these, like, nightmare havers, where he's like, you know who fucking got it? You know who Gabriel Knight would have... He'd sleep with girlfriends just to not sleep so he wouldn't have his recurring nightmares. He's literally Gabriel Knight. Yeah, no, David and Susanna will be banging, but is it gonna be like a Gabriel Knight thing where they're banging so he won't dream? They were all tired after the first concert of the tour. One after another, they retired to their rooms. The next day, he wakes up without incident. Could happen. It could happen. Yeah, nothing bad'll happen. Should've got with Susanna. Should've got with Susanna. No dreams. Can't sleep. No sleep. No dreams. Once he entered his room, David went straight to bed. He was exhausted after the concert, and it didn't take long before he was drifting off. It had been a long time since David had slept so soundly, but then he was awakened by a loud noise. Huh? What was that? It was horse hooves. Somebody's banging coconuts outside. Whatever it was, it came from outside the window. I swear, I heard horse hooves. His room was on the 5th floor. There was simply no way he should have been able to hear hooves of a horse from outside the window. As soon as David approached the window, a white horse kicked the window open and entered the room. The horse. Did they photograph? Is it going to be a digital horse? It's loading. A medieval knight clad in white armor sat atop the horse, glaring at David. Look at the white knight. The horse took one step towards David. Listen to David. Listen to the white knight. The knight appeared to have nothing to say. Speak is David. Okay, speak. Who the hell are you? How did you come from the window? He's not saying anything, guys. He's scary. The knight inched closer. Somehow, his armor made no noise. What do you want from me? You can't just barge in someone's room and then give them the silent treatment? See, that's banned territory, I know, Ornate Sphere. The knight moved to David's side without uttering a word and started taking off the armor. Just watch him. Oh, I can't talk to him. I have to talk to him. Who are you? David looked at the knight's face. He felt like he had seen it before. No way. You. As soon as he made his realization, the knight drew the sword and thrust it through David's chest. Oh my god. Fucking stabbed him. It's another dream. But who was it? Oh, no. Is this golf? Because David got a hole in one. Just as he thought his life was over, David found himself in his bed, still alive. No, you have a huge hole in your chest. Where? It was another dream. A white knight on a white horse. I'm sure I saw the knight's face. I can't remember.
Did you jump into the big butthole?
David looked at the window. The horse had kicked it open, but it was intact now. No shards of glass on the floor. It's just another dream. I was hoping I'd be too tired to dream, but I wouldn't be so lucky, would I? David touched his chest where the sword pierced him in the dream. Ah! But that was just a dream. Why does it hurt? David looked at his chest. There was a vivid red mark like a bruise. David thought to himself that he was probably still dreaming and rolled back into bed. When will my sanity come back from the war? Iron Man cosplay gone horribly wrong. I needed the hole in my chest to insert my replica arc reactor. David thought to himself he was probably still dreaming and rolled back into his bed. When he woke up the following morning, David noticed the mark on his chest and wondered if he wasn't still in one of his dreams. He took a shower, but that didn't help his mood. However, David decided he shouldn't worry about the other guys with his problems. So he put on a brave face and entered the lobby. Andrew Martin and Susanna were already in the lobby having a coffee. Ohio gozaimasu. Good morning. Hi, David. Looks like Alan is still sleeping. How's it going? Had a good night? David spoke. Guess you had a good night, huh? You don't look tired at all. David, I came up with a good song while you were sleeping yesterday. You gotta listen to it later. Got it. David felt pathetic in comparison, worrying about his dreams while the others worked so hard. Oh shit, I can't save. Alan finally came into the lobby about an hour later. He seemed to be in a pretty bad mood. Okay, so you can only save at choices. You can only save during choices. That's why there's so many choices in the game. Jeez, Alan, you look like shit. Still tired from the concert? Forget about that stupid concert. I had a terrible nightmare. David's heart skipped a beat at Alan's words. Oh shit, was he the White Knight? What kind of nightmare? His voice was hoarse. That's foreshadowing, because he's gonna mention the horse. Susanna spoke. What kind of nightmare? What kind of nightmare? His voice was hoarse. Alan spoke. We were performing at one of our lives. Yeah, they're calling them lives. They're calling them lives. That might be a Japanese thing. They may call live shows daibu. That might be what's going on with this translation here. So it would say like, watashi wa, whatever performing is, daibu, I guess. It sounds like something that would go on. I could see a Japanese like translation of live show being daibu, because sometimes they'll like just take the first word or like the first syllable of each word, like pasokon is personal computer, to make like a new word. So that's probably what's going on here. That's a guess though. That's a pure guess. We were performing at one of our live shows and I had a solo part coming up, but I couldn't remember a single word. It was totally nerve-wracking, man. We didn't know shit. Makes me wonder what the rest of us would do if the sound went out. What happened next? Then this White Knight showed up and fucking stabbed me through the heart. I was sweating like crazy and I finally woke up. Man, what a relief. I think your nightmares have been rubbing off on me. David pretended to laugh, but he was feeling very uneasy about the situation. As luck would have it, they were having their second concert today, so he wouldn't have time to really dwell on it. Are we gonna do another music video? It was almost time for their last performance in Karnak. David was feeling well. The rest of the band was in a good mood. I'm waiting for a concert scene where it gets all horror and spooky and shit. Break a leg, guys. We're looking at a 2-day trip after tonight. How are you feeling, David? Feeling great, thanks to you. Let's go, David. The band headed for the stage. And so they performed their second live show. They were full of energy, just like the day before. When their song began, the whole audience started jumping in excitement. They couldn't afford another extreme music video. Amidst the audience, there were the two detectives who had followed them from London. I like how Clark and Vince, they don't know who Clark and Vince are. What the hell is this crap? They can't be taking this music seriously. Holy crap, it's all, good God, it's all toilet sounds. This is great, Chief. Okay, Vince likes it. Vince likes the music, Clark hates the music. It would seem that Eleno Vision had gained a new fan. Nah, I hate this. The music was too much for Clark. He was getting restless. Maybe you're just too old, Chief. You don't get it. Is that so? Yeah, maybe I am too old for this. I was gonna give you a nice bonus check after the job, but I think I'm gonna need it myself now. Come on, Chief, you're fit as a fiddle. That's not what that means. Clark and Vince tailed Susanna all the way to the venue. Destroyed. Excluding Clark, everyone present was jumping up in excitement. Clark is literally me. The performance had been another success. After the concert, the band returned to the hotel. In the lobby, Susanna approached David. Good work out there, David. You were great today. David spoke. Take the initiative. Thanks. I have been feeling better today. I only got stabbed through the chest one time in my last dream. It was a good one. You must be tired. Oh, this reminds me, I have just the thing. These vitamin pills are almost miraculous. Take them and you'll definitely have a good night. It's like a little blue pill. Susanna, are you trying to tell me something? That sounds great, I'll definitely try. I'm not that old yet, Susanna. You could probably just seduce me. Did David thank Susanna for the kindness? No, she's gonna drug him. David took the pills Susanna gave him, and he was able to sleep well without a single nightmare. Their stay in Karnak had ended in success. The reviews had been positive, and they were expecting higher ticket sales for their future performances. Here we go. More CD-ROM action. She drugged him. She drugged him, but it worked. He didn't have any bad dreams. The horror part of the game is over. Problem solved. Yes, Father Axekeeper. Perfect. Yes. Yeah, Raibu. Yeah. See, I was thinking it was that. Because I see that a lot in other examples. How's it going, PS1? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. That's a lot of kanji. I see Tucson. I see Tucson. That little mountain there means a lot. That little mountain with that little R there, that means a lot. It's Tucson. Tucson Raibu ni... Okonata? I think that's No, that's Ikinata? I think that's Ikinata or Okanata. Kotoshi takusan raibu ni ita. Okay, ita, not ikita. Ita, thank you. Oh, and then there's Kotoshi. I haven't gotten into years yet. That did look time-based. That looked kind of like Ima. Or Itsu. But, and I definitely saw, yeah, there's definitely Nen there. Okay, but together they're Kotoshi. Oh, shit. The next morning, the band boarded the bus and departed for their following destination, Tours. We're going on the Tours tour! The bus departed from Van and made for Nantes, leaving Brittany behind. Possibly due to their recent success, the band members were busy chatting and didn't feel the need to play cards to pass the time. I still can't believe we're actually performing in France. David spoke! I don't know why, but these little bus transitions are kind of comfy. I kind of like the atmosphere of these bus transitions. Remind me again, who was that guy who was freaking out because he had a bad dream, forgetting the lyrics? That was a stupid dream anyway. The moment we stepped onto the stage, it was completely out of my mind. If the bus gets to Tours by tonight, we'll have a couple of days all to ourselves. We get 2 days off. We should really do some sightseeing. David got to visit Paris by night, or at least he did in his dreams. You don't get to go on a trip around Europe every day. I'd like to see some famous landmarks in the real world instead of a dream. They love talking about dreaming. Count me out. I'm gonna use those 2 days to come up with a new song. Except for not Andrew. Except for Martin, who's all work all the time. What do you say? What do you say? No, I don't know. I don't really care about a bunch of old places. This is my first big job. I think I'm gonna use the time to get some rest. The hat helps him focus. It's his thinking cap. Andrew and Ellen had lowered their seats, resting. They must have been tired from their previous performance. Martin, meanwhile, had taken out the guitar and was arranging a new song. David looked outside the window while listening to the sound of Martin's guitar. The bus was approaching a large rocky mountain. A significant number of people could be seen at its top. Oh no, he passed out. He fell asleep. Have a great night. Yeah, suddenly he's in a cult. David forgot when he got off the bus he was climbing the mountain. Yep, he fell asleep. The dreams will catch up with him one way or another. The man climbing the mountain was not the same David who had been on the bus. His face and his clothes were different. However, his consciousness had become David's. Why was he climbing the mountain? He wants to make love to the mountain. This is a sex scene, guys. David brushed many people aside and kept climbing his way up. David could no longer hear the sound of Martin's guitar. He could only hear the wind blowing past his ears. A few words were going through David's mind. It finally come. This shall be the final battle. Then he yelled, I shall perform the final ritual. Prepare yourselves. Before he could realize it, David had become an archmage of an ancient civilization. It's a fucking wizard. It's a fucking wizard! No! His people raised their hands, yelling in excitement. For the last 100 years, David's clan had been under attack by the northern tribes. They had been cornered down below this mountain. The ritual he was performing would bestow upon them incredible power at the cost of their lives. However, they had no other way to oppose the might of the northern tribes. But if we must all die, then we shall take down as many of them as we can, he thought. They all knew this would be their final stand, and yet they kept cheering on David, the great mage, as he completed the ritual. This is sick. Scion Tharna soon knows the other part. They didn't do that one. David began chanting the spell. He just set him on fire. Now run before it goes out! Yeah, I think that was like a... Yeah, I think that was Charlton Heston Moses. Except they, like, goofed around with his head so it would look more hand-drawn. As if answering to the spell, the altar burst into flames. That was 100% Charlton Heston Moses. The drums beat in time with the spell. Their monotone rhythm was almost hypnotic. Additional instruments came after the drums. Everyone present entered the trance, dancing with a violent energy. But their excitement had reached its peak. Everything went silent. They all stopped dancing. Yeah, that is definitely... Yeah, that's so good. Except his neck is gone. Where does his neck go? David raised his head to the heavens and screamed. They followed his... Whoa! Yeah, they followed his example, uttering savage shouts at David. Dark clouds gathered in the sky and blocked out the sun, seemingly reacting to David's spell. Can you dig it? No, it's the Ten Commandments. The greatest story ever told was another movie. And then seemingly on cue, the Northern tribes launched their attack. His people had lost any fear of death. They put up a great resistance against their mighty enemy. However, they were all falling one by one. The thunderous dark clouds gathered behind the enemy's side, possibly reacting to David's deathly enchantment. The wind started blowing and spinning into a terrible tornado. Like an anteater attacking a colony, the enemy soldiers were swallowed by the tornado, their shrieks echoing throughout the air. David raised his head to the heavens, mumbling to himself. The ritual is reaching its final stage. David watched in satisfaction as the tornado swallowed one enemy soldier after the other. I think so, Helvetica. You could be right there. There's a lot of... Yeah, I think they just put on, like, just different screenshots of Ten Commandments for this. He fell to the ground and felt a sharp pain in his left shoulder. As he turned around, the last thing David could see was a large man swinging an axe toward his head. That might also have been from Ten Commandments. He got bonked. He got bonked by the enemy. He failed. He didn't make it. He didn't make it. A lot of screaming, a lot of recorded screams were used for the making of this game. This game is sick. This game's... I knew I'd like it. I knew I'd like it. I had a feeling. I love the bits where you can tell they just drew it over the photograph. Like, look at their hair, especially Susanna's hair in the middle there. As he screamed, he realized he was no longer Moses. He was still in the bus. He must have fallen asleep while looking outside the window and ended up having another weird dream. It was the drug she gave him. She drugged him. Yeah, he's always getting killed in his dreams. Almost always. That one time he wasn't. The priest got killed. He didn't get killed then. The others were also sleeping at the time, but they were awakened by David's scream. David, what's wrong? Andrew or Alan? Andrew. What happened, David? Are you just gonna... Did you have another nightmare? You're not looking good. It is very artisanal. Very artisanal. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to wake you all up. Martin spoke? David spoke? Martin. Let Martin say something. You okay? You're pale as a ghost. Susanna, you got any more of those pills? You got any more of them pills? Sorry I made you all worry. I'm fine now. Do you need sleeping pills? Susanna handed David the same pills she gave him the other day. Thanks. Jeez, man, that must have been one hell of a nightmare. Yeah. Well, if he took him before they, like, he can't, he has to take him right before going to sleep. Otherwise, they kick in and he goes really nuts. I've seen Wolf of Wall Street. They tried to cheer David up, but after a while, they reclined their seats and went back to sleep. Under the effect of the pills, David slept as the bus passed through the Angiers. In its castle, there was a magnificent tapestry depicting the apocalypse as told in the Book of Revelation. Good thing he fell asleep with the pills then. The Lemons. The bus finally arrived at the city of Tours, where they would be performing next. They were in the middle of the Loire region, famous for its many ancient castles. The band would be staying at l'Hôtel d'Orléans. Yeah, right, he completely killed the mood. Everybody just fell back to sleep. And after that night, they would have 2 days off. The band members, excluding Susanna, were gathered in Alan's room, drinking beer and having a good time. They just kicked Susanna right out. There was some kind of late-night show on TV. But Martin was the only one among them who could speak French. Well, we made it to Tours. Time to celebrate. Cheers. Here's to a great concert. Well, this can's empty. Give me another one, would you? And right up. How many did you have, Alan? You're gonna spend your day off with a hangover. Dave gave a big yawn. Oh no, he's getting sleepy again. You okay, David? I don't think you're getting enough rest. No, I think I've had enough beer. I'm gonna go into my room to get some sleep. No, don't do it! Better get some rest before you get sick, mate. David left the room. His friends seemed to be doing well, probably thanks to sleeping in the bus. Oh, it's past midnight. We should probably call it a day. Hey, Martin, I hear there's some old castles here near Tours. Any cool ones you recommend? David, no sleep, only cool. I don't know about cool, but there's a castle of Azay-le-Rideau, or the castle of Amboise. Alan, turn the volume up. Martin noticed TV. The TV was reporting about some kind of incident in Karnak. Holy crap. They're saying a tornado struck the place where we had our concert, just after we left. It blew the stage away and all. Okay, so now it's confirmed that he's not, like, sleepwalking and doing shit. He's not sleepwalking and doing shit, because the tour bus was, like, moving. Like, he was sleeping in the tour bus. It blew the stage away and all. Seemingly, a tornado struck the location of the stage as it was being dismantled, causing 2 workers to fall to their deaths and a large number of injured. Martin translated the news report from French. It seemed like the following day would not be a good one, whether due to a hangover or from sleep deprivation. Yeah, he's cursed by the ghost that goes Davido. If his parents named him anything different, he would have been fine.
John!
David went back to his room to sleep. He was feeling uneasy. Because the dream world and the real world were becoming increasingly hard to tell apart. At the very least, he knew that nothing would actually happen to him if he were to die in his nightmares. A dream is a dream. He was different from his dream self. If he thought of his dreams as movies where he was the main character, he might actually be able to enjoy them. He wouldn't be scared any longer. With that thought, he was able to relax and fall asleep. Poor guy, that sucks. What a shit hand. Before he knew it, David was standing alone in a filthy corner of a stone street. Where am I? Dream worlds are supposed to be more magical. There were no lights outside and no moon in sight, and yet the street was dimly lit. None of the houses along the way had a door facing the street. Let's save. Let's save. There were no lights outside and no moon in sight, and yet the street was dimly lit. None of the houses along the way had a door facing the street. I feel like I've seen this before. Of course. I'm in a dream. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm just gonna take a walk around. See, he's figuring it out. He's getting used to it. There was a fork in the road. I feel like I've seen this place before. I just can't remember. The street goes up and one goes right. He took the path going up. It's another one of these pathing stages. I don't know if these are like fully scripted. What's this place? Fortune Teller Town. Along the straight road, of fortune teller signs lined the houses, left and right. Apparently, every single house was a fortune teller shop. Walked through the stone streets. David felt something strange as he walked along the street. That's very unpleasant. I don't like it. I don't like it, guys. I don't... A fortune teller came... That is a creepy image. It's bothering me. Stop! A fortune teller came out of one of the houses on the right side, speaking in a sullen tone. Welcome, Devil King. Huh? David was left speechless. Oh, it's so... What is... I don't like it. What is this place? Make that a toasty roll. Fuck, man. I don't want that. I don't want that evil on this stream. Stupid. The fortune teller just keeps repeating the same words with an irritating... It's Chopin Soliano. No. Yeah, well, he's the Devil King. I don't know. I don't know about Lollipop. The fortune teller just keeps repeating the same words with an irritating smirk. Walk through the stone streets. David decided to ignore all that nonsense and go on. Oh, thank God it's gone. Thank God it's gone. Jesus. It was Torgo. He looks after the place while the master's away. David kept walking along the path. Oh, Jesus. These are good spooky images. That one's not as good. That one's not as scary, but it's still good. A fortune teller came out of one of the houses on the left side, speaking in a spiteful tone. How you doing? How you doing, Polythylene? Welcome in. Here you are, you heretical demon. Who are you? Here you are, you heretical demon. The fortune teller just keeps repeating the same words with a grave expression. David ignored all that nonsense and went ahead. Is that a spell book in your robe? Or are you happy to see me? David kept walking. Oh! That's the scariest one yet! The fortune teller came out of one of the houses on the right side, speaking sullenly. Welcome, Devil King. You know me? Welcome, Devil King. He keeps repeating it. My name is David. Who are you? Why are you calling me Devil King? What is this place? Who are you? Do you know me? Okay. Ignore him. Half Kano, half Monopoly Man. Ew. Ew, that one's just... Oh, what the fuck? Here you are, you heretical demon. Okay. Just ignore him. Don't even talk to him. That one was... These are not settling. These are very unsettling. David kept walking along the path. It's... Oh, no! Ah! Oh, shit, what's his name? It's Salieri! It's Salieri! I'm not Mozart! It's fine! Salieri, no! Why is Salieri in the game? It's old man makeup Salieri. Yeah, it is. They're all stills from movies, except for, yeah, they edited the shit out of them. They didn't edit this one. This is just Salieri from Amadeus. Let's just say here. I'm not kidding. I know exactly what that's from. Here he is. No, it's Salieri from Amadeus. Amadeus is like one of my favorite movies. I'd recognize Salieri any day. A fortune teller came out of one of the houses. Welcome, Mozart. No, welcome, Devil King. This game is awesome. This game is so good. Uh-huh. Okay. Bye, Salieri. Salieri cameo. Oh no, there's another one. I recognize him too. I don't remember what movie. This guy might be from one of the Draculas. There you are, you heretical demon. Yeah, they're just saying the same shit over and over. This is just the tour of spooky faces. It was a whole street full. They got a whole fortune teller quarter. All of them shy all right. With a sense of dread, David turned around. He realized the street behind him was an endless line of fortune teller shops. What the hell? Didn't I just walk through here? That's 100% what you would have. Some of them were genuinely creepy. Not Salieri. If I'd never seen Amadeus, I would have thought that would have been creepy, but no. Stricken by fear, David looked in front of him. That street was also lined with countless fortune teller shops. No way, this street too? Ah, someone help! The voice of the fortune tellers came from all directions, overlapping each other, hitting David like a storm. David felt like the sound pressure was crushing him. It just needs a Dick Miller cameo. Oh. He finally collapsed, covering his ears. It was a good dream. Hey, he didn't die that time. He just got assaulted. He just got verbally assaulted by creepy weirdos. Where's the GameStop in this town? Welcome to GameStop, Demon Lord. When he woke up, he could still feel a ringing inside his head. Damn it, I feel like my head's gonna crack open. What a nightmare. David began to cry. Though he was finally back to normal, David felt a sharp pain in his left shoulder. Ow! Looking closely, he had a bruise on his left shoulder, just like the one he had on his chest. Thinking back, he realized that's when David the shaman was hit by that axe. He had felt a sharp pain on his left shoulder. David was starting to feel terribly uneasy. Something absurd, something he couldn't explain, was happening to him. You know, another thing you like doing is finding the original artwork old indie metal bands borrowed for their demo or record covers. Yeah. Yeah, that's some cool shit. David walked to Susanna's room and knocked, but there was no answer. She must be sleeping. I'll have to make do without them. David returned to his room and forced himself to sleep. Wow, the music picked up as soon as it faded out. At that moment, Clark and Vince stopped their car in front of the hotel. Looks like nothing's happening tonight either. It's the cops. Hell yeah. Vince. That was a close one, Chief. What if that tornado had struck during the concert? I still can't believe that actually happened. Radio news said that it was a local thing, came up and dissipated right after. Vince could fluently speak French, German, Chinese, as well as the language of his second home, Japan. Weird incidents happen wherever these guys go. I have a bad feeling about this whole thing. That's one thing I've learned about people who are like multilingual. You're either bilingual or you know several languages. I don't know about anybody who knows 3 languages. It is either 2 languages or like 15 languages. That's personal experience, though. Why don't we just go back then? They haven't been doing anything suspicious. It was late at night. The only light came from the hotel's front door. There was not a soul in sight. Everything was quiet. You know what your problem is, Vince? You got no patience. Where's your passion? Chief, look. A woman walked out of the hotel, running with small, quick steps. Oh, shit. Let's go ahead and go for this. The woman walked out. Yep, running with small... Yep. Clark, speak. Speak, Clark! It's Susanna Ling. She's on the move. That might be Andy Garcia from The Untouchables, you're right. Maybe she's going shopping. Maybe she's going shopping. What's she gonna buy in the middle of the night, you dunce? Let's follow her. That guy I can't put my finger on. He was Gene Hackman earlier in the game. This guy was Peter Weller earlier in the game when they were using different portraits because they were full screen portraits. Got it. I very vaguely recognize both these guys. Yeah, maybe. They enter their car and drive slowly, tailing Susanna. She's walking as fast as she can without being too conspicuous. She's probably gonna take a cab at one point. How's it going, Purple? Welcome in. Where do you think she's going? She's walking as fast as she can without being... Okay. Makes sense. Young lady shouldn't be taking a stroll in the middle of the night. These are dangerous times. I don't get it. We're in the middle of the night. She's basically running off somewhere. If she wanted to take a cab, she'd be better off waiting somewhere well lit. How you doing, Purple? Generic old guy in Jimmy Smiths, but you gotta narrow your eyes a little. I know, right? She could have just called a taxi service from the hotel. I get it, she could have called a taxi. Why is she walking? That's it, Vince. She's meeting somebody. Someone she's not supposed to be seen with. Game it's really good. It's really good. The main character's having all these bizarre nightmares, and you get to see them all. We found, like, there are a fucking million movie stills and band stills and liner notes and shit where they got, like, just images of different famous people and are, like, sticking them in the game. We actually saw Unbridled. If you've ever seen Amadeus, we found, like, just a full-ass Salieri interrogating us. It was just Salieri in his old man makeup. And a bunch of other people. Like Moses from the Ten Commandments was in the game at one point. He was like some wizard summoning a tornado to defeat the invaders from the north. Oh yeah, it's basically fuck copyright the adventure. And you're gonna see this a lot in Japanese games. Because remember, Japan was pretty... Even at this point, even in the late 80s, early 90s, Japan was still pretty isolated, and the rest of the world didn't really care what it was doing. It was doing its thing. Japan was doing its thing, so they were just basically putting whatever photos they wanted. Like, the most famous example is Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, where you had, like, Mel Gibson as Snake, and you had fucking Sean Connery as Big Boss. It was just Sean Connery from Hunt for Red October. There's a lot of box art, especially in Konami games. Konami was egregious. Like, there was all this box art that was just lifted from a bunch of Arnold Schwarzenegger movie covers. Then they'd usually try to make them like lesser known Arnold movie covers so they wouldn't get in trouble. Chief, she entered an alley. The car can't go in there. Yes, Contra was traced from Predator and Rambo. There was that one movie that Arnold did that competed with, I forget the name, but it competed with Cobra, and it had like, I think Contra 3 had that cover. How tough it was to find movies you wanted to watch in the early days. Oh yeah, for sure. Did she notice us? We'll have to keep tailing her on foot. Hurry. Yeah, $80 for a VHS. Wait, Chief. Can't get the seatbelt off. By the time Clark and Vince entered the alley, Susanna was already gone. They couldn't even hear her footsteps. They ran down the alley. Yeah, Susanna's suspicious. I think David was right. I think Susanna's sus. Once they came out into the street, there was nobody in sight. They could only see the lights of cars passing by. We lost her! Where was she going, anyway? So weird. This alley is one straight paths, no curves, no forks. How did we lose her? Ming's mysterious outing only added more fuel to Clark's doubts about the case. Snake. Solid Snake. We finally meet again. Finally, trying to forget his last nightmare, David started working with Martin to write the lyrics for their new song. How do we call this song? What do we call this song? I was thinking horrible nightmares, horrible vivid nightmares where I get killed all the time. That's a perfect title. Or prayers. Prayers is a good one. David's suggestion might have been born from his desire to escape from his nightmares. I like it. It gives it that mystical vibe. Yeah, it's perfect. Let's go with that. Do you know where Susanna is? I overslept, so I guess I missed her this morning. She mentioned having to make arrangements for tomorrow's concert and left around 9 o'clock. Did you need her for something? How about help me? I'm going insane. The original promo flyer for the Contra arcade game calls them Commando and Rambo. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, they didn't give a fuck. Like, remember the Daikon 4 video that I was showing you guys with like the billions of fucking cross promotion like characters from anime, from Western shit, like comic books. They had like Darth Vader. They had Godzilla, they had fucking Superman, they didn't give a shit. They didn't ask nobody nothing, it was great. No, not really. They were playing like a fucking Electric Light Orchestra song, didn't ask them. Just that I'm gonna check out one of those castles with Andrew later. I figured I'd ask if she wanted to come with us. Oh, it was awesome, and it needs to come back. It needs to come back. At that moment, Susanna was walking in the city, tailed by Detective Clark and his assistant Vince. Chief, she's just taking a nice stroll. Oh, cool, they're still watching her. Susanna was walking leisurely, as if she was having a good time shopping. From what I could learn, she's supposed to make arrangements for the band's next concert. Why didn't she take a cab? Why are we tailing her if we already know where she's going, Chief? Makes sense during the night, but now... Yeah. Yeah, Batman, Spider-Man, Arnold, the Hulk, Rambo, Godzilla. Yeah, Shinobi 2. Which I'm terrible at. I need to get good at it. I'm really bad at I'm really good at Shinobi 3. I'm really shit at Shinobi 2. The run function just made it work for me. But yeah, Spider-Man's in it. Batman's in it. There's actually a later version, and you'll find that later version on this this card here. The later version of Shinobi 2 is right here on the Genesis 6-pack, and that's the one where they actually licensed Spider-Man. They actually got copyrights to Spider-Man because Sega was doing Spider-Man related shit, and they happen to have those rights, so they were like, fuck it, Spider-Man's bad guy in the game, fuck it, who cares? Because they could. I mean, they did it anyway, but they really could, and then I think they changed Batman enough to make it more legally distinct in that same build. Wham cover song in it as well? Yeah. Oh, is that what that was? That's just how it is. We've been asked to... Oh, really? There's a fucking Wham cover song in Revenge of Shinobi. That's just how it is. We've been asked to investigate her, and we don't have anything solid to report. We can't take it easy. Yeah, we can't really say she gave us the slip when we tailed her last night, huh? Though she was in the shopping district, Susanna did not seem interested in buying anything. She was simply walking around, glancing at her wristwatch from time. She's waiting for someone. She keeps checking the time. She's waiting for someone. Yes, Sega did have the Spider-Man license. She's making arrangements for a concert. She's probably meeting a promoter. Yeah. So she's not doing anything wrong and they're just bored? She keeps, Okay, let's look at her again. She started walking off again. After seemingly confirming the sign outside, Susanna walked into a cafe. Let's follow her, Vince. These are very detailed images for a, That's why this game is only, like, so many colors at a time. It's always, like, different shades of black and white. Like, we have sepia here, we had, like, blue and white earlier, and sometimes it's just straight black and white. That's so they can have all this detail in this PC-88 game. Remember, this was, like, the big NEC PC before the PC-98. PC-98 came later. Yeah, the monochrome really works for the tone they're going for. It's really good. But that's how they've got this so detailed. Because they're always using 2 colors at a time, not counting black. It's from the game. It's from the game. It's a remix of Gymnopodes. I think number 1. I don't remember what number it is, but this is one of the Gymnopodes. And, I've heard it. I've heard different remixes of this in different games. Flower, Sun, and Rain did it too. After confirming that Susanna took a seat at one of the tables in the back, Clark sat at one of the nearby tables. While Clark was drinking his coffee, a middle-aged man approached Susanna. After a brief greeting, he sat at her table. It's a man. He doesn't look like a promoter. More like the president of a bank. Ooh, it cut off really abruptly. That was creepy. He doesn't look like a promoter. He looks more like a president of a bank or the CEO of a big company. There's a version of this in Return to Zorg too. I wouldn't doubt it. Your hunches are usually right, so let's assume this guy has nothing to do with music. Susanna and the middle-aged man started talking in a hushed tone. Clark and Vince couldn't hear their conversation. They're quietly speaking. Damn it, I can't hear what they're saying. That means it's not something they want people to hear. I'm starting to think Our Lady does have something to hide. With their conversation seemingly over, Susanna said goodbye to the middle-aged man and left the table. Vince, did you see that? He gave her something as she was leaving. Sure, if you want. No, I never took my eyes off him, and I didn't notice anything. Are you sure you didn't imagine that, Chief? Suzanne and the middle-aged man are an 80s teen boy. Well, he's probably in his early 20s. Vince, did you see that? He gave her something as she was leaving. Okay. Once Susanna had left the store, a middle-aged man left the table. We have to split up. Vince, follow the man. I'll find out who he is. I'll keep tailing the girl. Al, you follow the crusty old man. I'm going after the babe. Clark left the store and followed Susanna. Ugh. Whatever it was she had been given, it was something he couldn't obtain publicly. She couldn't obtain publicly, and that was bothering her. almost sounded like horses. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Yeah, this is one of the originals. Yeah. It's so quiet. It's like absurdly quiet. But yeah, you've heard.
Your mother
a lot of people.
And your father smelt of elderberries.
Susanna's cab left her front of the building with a sign that read Elephant Entertainment. She went inside. Yeah, it's a much slower song. Usually, yeah. That's why it's a common, like, beginner's piano track. It's a very common track for, like, when you're learning piano because it is so slow. And the slower you play, the easier it is to play piano. Like, you start speeding up. If you notice, like the really complex pieces are also really fast, that's part of that. She's probably not going to leave for a while. Here's hoping Vince can find out some good stuff about that man. Bart concluded that he shouldn't expect to find out anything else by tailing Susanna. Okay, so she's talking to some big corpo guy about something. It doesn't seem that below board. I don't really... I guess she's like a spy or something. I guess maybe she's doing a double agent role thing. Have a great night, Cronus. Thank you. So far, it's been fun. The game is, like, even though it's just pure visual novel, it's been fun as fuck. Meanwhile, David and Andrew were on a sightseeing tour of the old castles of Wow. They considered getting on a tour bus, but since they wanted to be able to go back at a moment's notice, they decided to take a cab to one of the castles Andrew saw in a book. Book castle. Andrew saw a castle in a book. We gotta go see it! After about 1 hour, they arrived in the castle of Azai Redol, near the river Indra. Look at that. It's amazing. The castle of Azai le Redol was picturesque. It was erected on a small island in the middle of the river. A breathtaking sight. It's got a drawbridge and all. How cool is that? It says here the castle's best seen from the outside. Apparently the rooms are all closed to the public. One of my favorite tracks is this one. Just because of that. It's too bad most visual nowadays are just garbage shovelware dating sims. Yeah, right? Oh, man, right? No, I feel you. That's what I really like about this, because it's not a dating sim. And there are a lot of visual novels like that. There's this one called, like... Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. There's one in particular that's very Geiger-esque, and it looks really sick. It's not Marine Filth either. It's another one. It's another one. It looks really cool. I got that working. I actually had to work to get that one working, but I found out what to do. There's a lot of castles in the Loire, but I really like this one. It's like it came out of a fairy tale. I think it's a great change of pace. Yeah, this track in the game right here. I like this track. Not War of the Dead either. It's, I want to say it's called Eden, but I think I'm wrong there. No, it wasn't Produce either. It was, wait a minute. I think it was called Eden, but I could be... No, it's not Eden. It's not Eden, that's Evo. No, that's Evo. No, it's not. It's definitely not Eden. Shit, it's called something. I can't remember it. I can't remember the name. It's real good, though. It's real good. I just can't remember the title. Alien Extended Universe graphic novels. David and Andrew relaxed for a while near the old castle, eating an ice cream. Then they took a cab to the next castle on the tour. Would you eat castle ice cream? Before Andrew could mention their next stop, David ended up telling the driver to go to the castle of Chinon. The castle of Chinon, huh? I thought you didn't know anything about this castle. Well, we've got time on our hands. What, he just automatically told him to go to a different castle? The taxi headed for Chinon. They had arrived. There was a shop selling souvenirs and pamphlets about the castle. When David entered the shop, he was surprised by what he saw. I have to look for it. Allegedly, inside the castle of Chinon, there was a small museum dedicated to Joan of Arc. This was the castle where Joan of Arc had conveyed the message from God to Charles VII. What's wrong, David? You're looking a bit pale there. A bit pale there, huh? Hold up. I'll find it. I think I actually can find it. If I sort by modified, it was a will game. Zeta! Zeta's the game. Zeta's the PC 98 game I was talking about. Zeta looks fucking sick as hell. I need to play it. I need to play this game. Find a good image of the cover. Because the cover's also sick as hell. Zeta looks sick as fuck. We're not performing an ancient. We're exploring them because we happen to be in France. Zeta looks sick as fuck. Just look at these. Hold up, let me see if I can't make this. How do I make these bigger? Guess I can't. Let's do this. It just has this incredible look to it. Like, it looks really good. Like, look at all this insane detail. We got Ellen Ripley. We got Ripley in the game. This is one. I'm not sure if it's a horror game or not, but it looks so good. That's Brotherhood. Yeah, heavy Darkseid vibes. I thought that too. I think Macaw's probably played or talked about it. Yeah, he might have. I mean, it's a PC 98 game with incredible artwork. I'm sure he's talked about it. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if I was there. What's wrong, David? You're looking a bit pale there. David murmured to himself, "Did Joan of Arc call for me?" Look at the castle. Though this castle sat along the banks of the river of Vienne, it was more of a dilapidated fortress. He's done at least 2 playthroughs of it. Oh my god. I don't remember. I might have missed both of them. Probably just clean missed both of them. You know, come to think of it, I think I remember him talking. Was there a sequel to Zeta? I think I remember him talking about like a Zeta 2 or like some kind of sequel to Zeta. It had a different title. I didn't see him talk about Zeta specifically, though. David murmured to himself, "Did Joan of Arc call for me?" Okay, I was probably there when he was talking about Zeta 2. I gotta play them. They look so good. Yeah, this is a castle famous for Joan of Arc's history, but I don't think it's the kind of castle you'd like to visit. I just remembered the name. I might have heard about it because this is where Joan of Arc first became famous. Though the castle sat along the banks of the river Vienne, it was more of a dilapidated fortress. Okay. Well, we've seen it now. Are you happy? Now let's go see a cool one, like the Castle of Chambord. That castle wasn't cool enough for him. They took another cab and made for Chambord. David's basically a Catholic saint at this point. He's just this is just his calling to God, and then he becomes a martyr. Maybe, who knows? Once they'd arrived, they observed the castle from the outside. See, now this is a castle. Yeah, I guess, unlike that castle of Chinon, this one is really imposing. What a sight, huh? The circular constructions were rare at the time, you know. Come all this way, why don't we go inside? An overall symmetrical form. Its castle walls form a rectangle with cylindrical buildings at each angle. We come all this way, why don't we go inside? Andrew. Castles are really meant to be seen from the outside. They turn the inside into a tourist attraction. I hate that crap. If you want to see how a castle really looks like inside, we gotta go to Amboise. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. Shrek-tangle. I don't want to think about it, Adrian. I don't want to think about... the Castle of Amboise. Yeah, there's a tower with a diameter of 21... There's this tower with a diameter of 21 meters, called the Minimes Tower. The castle itself's pretty big, too. It'll take... The Minimes Tower? Minime had a fucking castle? The castle itself was pretty big, too. It'll take us a while to check it all out. We never went inside. And so they took another cab heading for the Castle of Amboise. The taxi arrived at the Castle of Amboise. That's actually a sick castle. I like how I love castles where like they have like huge lower areas. So cool. That's what I'm talking about, Eat Your Lollipop. There are so many games like this where they're about something, but they're always like these extensive tour sections. I wouldn't doubt that Jane Jensen knew about this too, because Sierra was working on porting some of these. There are a few adventure games, or there are a few Japanese games that Sierra actually published and brought here. And I wouldn't doubt that Jane Jensen was looking through these, and she noticed that, and sure enough, she was doing shit like Gabriel Knight. This came out before Gabriel Knight, and I'm seeing parallels. Where, like, there's this whole section in each Gabriel Knight game that's, like, all about edutainment shit. Like, in Gabriel Knight 1, it was all about the history of voodoo. Gabriel Knight 2 had this insanely long tour segment where you're going along fucking Neuschwanstein Castle, and it's just all tourist shit. It is like being on a virtual tour in Neuschwanstein. That's the best way to say what it is. And then even Gabriel Knight 3 had like a much smaller tour segment. You can see why you recommended it. It's incredible. I wouldn't doubt Jane Jensen was looking into PC-88, PC-98 games. Probably for inspiration. I can't wait to go inside the mini-maze. Well, it said that at the time of its construction, the castle grounds had an overall triangular shape, with a base of 180 meters and two sides of 200 meters. But all that's left now is a large circular tower facing the Loire River and the central building. Within local places in Toronto. Oh, dang. Hey, yeah, that works. Come on, let's go inside and tell the guys all about it later. Are we gonna go inside the building? Let's go. Ixo. Andrew walked toward the castle entrance with childlike glee. He must have been forcing himself in order to cheer up David. David was aware of that, but kept it to himself, silently appreciating his efforts. They paid the entrance fee and went inside. Andrew's a good friend. Look at this courtyard, it's amazing. It's way bigger than I thought it would be. Music's getting a little mystical, this isn't good. It's probably gonna pass out somewhere. Oh, this music's sick. It says here that since the walls were built out of solid rock, they could withstand cannonballs as long as they weren't fired up from up close. Well, the thing about Neuschwanstein is that it came way later, like, it was like a post-castle era castle. So castles were kind of out of style. The king at the time, I keep forgetting what his name is, but the guy the king who had it built was fucking wacky. He was like he was an extremely eccentric guy. So basically, he built the castle not because not because of war or anything, but purely because he wanted it to live in a fucking fairy tale castle. Like, it was all based on like night stories and shit that he'd read. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gabriel Knight 2 really educates you on why it was built the way it was built. Andrew, look at the walls. There's blood on them. Oh shit, he's already dreaming. Oh, absolutely. There's no way there would still be blood after all this time, man. It's just dirt. You're right. It has to be dirt. I just assumed it was bloodstains for some reason. I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Come on, let's go inside. Spooky face in the window. Just as Andrew urged him to come, David noticed a human face through one of the castle's windows. David was sure that the face was glaring at him. David looked away for a moment. When he looked back, the face was no longer there. Good shit. When he looked back towards the entrance, he could no longer see Andrew. He'd either gone inside or outright left. David hurried inside the castle. Here we go. Here we go. You having fun yet? We're having another dream. I'm gonna grab some tea real fast, guys. I'll be literally 5 seconds. I'll be right back. I need some tea. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Is it still reading data? Jesus. Okay, it's still clicking too. Good. Just left you guys alone with the clicking. I needed some tea. I ran out of my... Man, fucking VNs, man. Whole ass liter. Oh shit. That's a lot. It's a lot of diet. It wasn't enough. The only sound David could hear inside the castle was the sound of his own feet bouncing off the stone walls. There was not a person in sight. David moved in deeper, looking for Andrew. Until he reached a room blocked by iron bars. Okay, oh, Jesus! It actually got me! It got me, guys. Fuck. The moment he approached the room, a dirty man grabbed David's shirt through the iron bars. That was a good jump scare. That was a solid jump scare in a game without jump scares. The man spoke. You're the Dark One, the Devil King. You'll use your forbidden magic to bind us and kill us, but our king will never allow your evil. Why are you calling me Devil King? I'm a musician. Enough of your nonsense. You think you're safe because you locked me in here, do you? You're wrong. Behold my magic. Oh no, he's a wizard. The man closed his eyes and began chanting a spell. David unconsciously thrust both hands forward. This is awesome, guys. This is so good. Somehow, the man disappeared from the room instantly. David had no idea what had just happened. He felt like he was in one of his dreams. After calming down, he went on ahead. He found another room blocked by iron bars. There was a man crouching inside the room. He looked as if he was about to die. What are you doing in here? Devil King, you're alive. As long as you stand, the Dark Clan shall live eternal. Okay, let's look at him. After he finished talking, the man seemed to have a hard time breathing, as if he was about to die. Why do you call me so? I'm not this Devil King of yours. You don't have to hide it from me, my lord. I am Sherman of the Dark Clan. I suppose you couldn't recognize me in this pitiful state. Once again, David had been called Devil King. Thus, he decided to act out his role. If you have something to tell me, speak at once. I was sure the Dark Clan had fallen. I swore revenge, but my life has reached its end. I can die in peace after meeting you one more time, my lord. Devil King, please avenge our Dark Clan. Those words took the last bit of energy he had left, and the man fell to the floor. He was dead. David tried opening the gate, but it was locked. David started walking. Look at these effects, guys! David started walking aimlessly. He could barely focus. David noticed something on the ground. I think he's fine. I really feel like... I feel like Andrew's fine. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's dead. Really? Let me take a look. Let me go ahead and copy this link. I kind of want to see what David Sylvan looks like now. What does David Sylvian look like now? He looks like a fucking wizard! He does. Holy shit! That's a wizard. You know what that is? He's turned into the tall man. He's turned into the tall man from Phantasm. He's got the tall man hair, guys. Upon a closer look, he realized it was a dirty doll. Don't come any closer. David looked around. He could find no one. You heretical nightmare. David was paralyzed by the shock of his discovery. He found the owner of the voice. It was the doll. Yeah, if Andrew dies, that's gonna suck. He might. Everybody's expendable except for David. Maybe Susanna. Susanna's too suspicious to die. At least right away. The moment he attempted to grab the doll released a white light, blinding David. These effects are fucking awesome. This game is awesome. This is good. David, what are you looking at? Come on, let's go inside the castle. Yeah, this game got really... I knew it was good. I knew. I had an instinct about this being really good. How's it going, Bangle? Welcome in. Following Andrew's voice, David could hear the murmur of the tourists and the voice of the guide describing the castle. What's wrong, David? You're not looking too good. There he is. There he is. Eat your lollipop. It's fine. It's fine. Andrew is fine. It's nothing. I'm fine. David is fine. As if nothing had ever happened, David resumed the castle tour and then went back to the hotel. This game is so